People got the power. Yeah. What do you think?
You're feeling it this morning.
I'm feeling it.
Yes.
Yeah. Rise up, people. Rise up.
The power.
People got the power. Sherrod has no idea.
Not a clue.
Well, I kind of explained just before we turned the mics on, but I went to U2.
Right. Oh, that's right. This week, Friday?
Everyone's moaning right now. They've heard enough with me and U2, but I'm just saying.
Did you get a pick?
I went to U2. I didn't get a pick.
Oh.
But we're not getting into that because people are like a little too much U2 on the fucking radio show, okay? Move on. But with that said, just before U2 came out, they played Patti Smith, People Have the Power. Uh-huh. Which is a big song for the hipsters and the cool rock stars. They love that song. Okay. And I'm sitting there very close to the stage, you know, fucking making sure no one pushes me out of my spot. Standing there for about an hour, so I have a good locale for U2. And that song comes on over the PA at Madison Square Garden. It's getting everyone in the mood. They're like, "Yeah, people have the power." Woo! So stupid me, I'm sitting there going, you know what? I'm gonna play that song to start the radio show. I like when I get these little songs, you know, when I'm doing my shit. Right. Like I played 20th Century Fox a couple weeks ago because I heard that blasting out of a car driving by my house one day,
and it made you feel a certain way.
And I was like, "Damn, I'm playing that one to start the show." So every once in a while, I'll hear something and go, "Yeah, let me bring it to the radio show." All right. With that said, I played Patti Smith. People Have the Power.
How do fans react to it?
Well, I'm thinking, man, this is going to be great. I think I picked a good one. Oh, boy. They hated it.
Did they really?
Oh, boy, did they hate it.
Why they hate it so much?
I don't know. I don't know.
I thought they would be out there high-fiving with their little white hands.
I'm not.
We got the power. You do have the power, so enjoy.
What's wrong with not having? You should want to have the power. So they hated it, though.
Really?
Boy, was I wrong on that one.
What about this version? Did they like this version?
Well, I did go to my Twitter, and let's see, Trucker Chris tweets. This is my first tweet of the day. Okay. It says, "Fuck this song, no matter who sings it." Because I decided to play the same song, obviously, today, done by Pearl Jam.
And
Pearl Jam covering the Patti Smith. And then Benny Smith, the next tweet, "People Have the Power to Kill Lions. Fuck that song." Kev 740, "I still hate this song." Wow.
It sounds a little hammy, though. It sounds kind of like it's like they made it to raise money.
Yeah.
They raise money for AIDS in Africa or something.
Jay Hawk something here, I don't know. "Sorry, Opie Radio, but not even Pearl Jam can make this good. Make that a good song."
It sounds like it's a message. It's got too much message in it.
You don't like songs with messages?
I like it, but I don't think the fans do.
Yeah.
They don't want people treading on them. They want to make their own decisions.
See, now
These truckers love them.
See, now people are going to start tweeting just to get involved with me reading the tweets, so I'm only going to read a couple more, because then I know their agenda. Now they're going to jump on board. They're going to pile on.
Okay.
But there is a couple more that came in before I started talking about this. This song fucking blows, and I now hate Pearl Jam. Somehow those clowns made it worse.
Oh, man.
Haha, overwhelming negative response for a song, but screw it. Let's try a different artist. That's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I didn't want to give up on this. Just because Pearl Jam does it doesn't make it out. It's a shit song. Get over it, LOL.
But when they played it in the Garden before U2 came out, I know it killed, didn't it? Everybody was just singing along.
It killed, Sherrod. People were like, yeah, man, this is a perfect way to start the festivities. Because the music was a little low at that point, and then, they pump up the last one for everybody, to basically tell you to go get your fucking seats.
Right. You got to remember that whole arena was filled with people of a certain age.
Yeah, there were some young people there.
So maybe they were dreamers.
Yeah.
These fans ain't dreamers. These motherfuckers already lived. They already gave up on Earth.
Our audience is not dreamers. You're right.
No, they but maybe they set in their ways, man.
But maybe they should look back to a time when they were a dreamer.
Well, that's a lot to ask.
When they had the whole world in front of them. When they were dreaming of being astronauts or Major League Baseball players.
Dreamers bug them now. They see a dreamer, they want to kick them down the escalator at the mall.
All right. Well, what are you going to do?
Dreamers use skateboards and fucking little scooters.
Yeah. Pretty dope playing the same song, but a Pearl Jam cover for your intro. I see what you did there. Enough with this fucking song. So, whatever. I think I'm going to find a third version of that song. I'm telling you right now. Not give it up.
Maybe it's a rap version, some type of heavy metal.
Maybe Eazy-E or somebody did something back in the day.
Yeah, he was a dreamer. Well, before the AIDS.
Well, I mean,
that's a dream killer.
Yeah, that was a dream catcher for real. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That movie looks good though.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Straight out of Compton.
When's it comes out this Friday? Or?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, and Ice Cube's son's in it.
I think it.
O'Shea Jr.
I think that's going to be a fine movie, man.
I think so too, man. It'll be cool to see
And
like
Dre's
the
putting out a
relive the
record,
'90s.
too.
Huh?
Dre's putting out a record.
New.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Compton, the soundtrack is his new record, and it comes out tomorrow.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's dope, as they say.
I heard he did a remix of "People Have the Power."
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That would be the best
With
thing
Snoop.
Ever.
I don't know. I think Public Enemy could do a little "People Have the Power."
Definitely. They did Fight the Power, so.
Right. Oh, maybe we'll do Fight the Power tomorrow.
Ah.
People have the power. Let's now fight the fucking power.
There you go.
Right?
I respect it.
Oh, boy, tomorrow's song is definitely going to have something to do with power. I'll tell you right the fuck now.
What's that other dumb song with the, damn, I can't think. It's like a dance song.
Huh?
Something with power in it that was big in the 90s.
I got the power. I got the power.
I got the power.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The big black woman.
Yeah. I see
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Well, you thought she was hot, and then you saw the video and went,
I could tell she was too lungy when she was singing. I knew it was a big girl.
But you know that culture a little better than I.
That's true. That is true.
Stupid white boy, you hear a sexy voice like that, you just imagine it's got a great body right off the bat, and and you knew that she was too lungy, you said?
I just knew let's just say she had diabetes. It was a big girl. They might have to take the foot.
Yeah.
I found 3 more covers of People Have the
Oh,
Power.
what's our choices for tomorrow?
Bruce Springsteen.
Nice for Roland. Row.
U2, which will piss everybody off.
You too, going from bad into People Have the Power from the Vertical Tour in New York City. That's not bad. It only has 2,000 views. That means it's a shitty fucking cell phone video.
Yeah.
And Florence and the Machine.
Wow.
Oh,
really?
no, I love Florence and the Machine.
Look, give me a little taste.
Which one do you want?
Give me a little taste of Florence and the Machine. I'm starting to get into this Florence and the Machine, even though they've been around forever.
Forever. They got the new album out, though.
Hey, you know about Florence and the Machine?
I know about everything,
Go in the middle of this shit.
Her voice, good God Almighty.
Her voice
She
is
sounds like a big black
ridiculous.
woman, but she's not.
Yeah, I bailed on that because it's a bad copy, obviously.
Yeah, but they were just in Central Park on Good Morning America.
Do you like them?
Yeah, I love them. She got one of the best voices in music, I think.
How did you discover Florence and the Machine, for real?
I banged a lot of white girls, Opie, if you really want to know.
They would throw
Smashed
that,
them.
They would throw that shit in there.
They throw it in. They try to sneak it in every now and again.
Yeah, I know I don't know, a couple songs from her, I guess, or her and her band.
She sounds great
Her
live.
voice is ridiculous.
Redonk.
Yeah, I heard a couple songs on the Spectrum, which is my new channel here.
What's that?
It's channel 28, maybe on both. I don't know.
Okay.
It's kind of like new rock / old rock, but they don't get too crazy with the shit.
Okay.
You know, it's a little more middle-agey. a little middle-agey, to say the least. They'll throw some Alice in Chains in there. Here's a good example. They'll play Alice in Chains, which I love, but they don't go with the fucking, in-your-face Alice in Chains. It's a little more mid-tempo.
I get it.
So, I don't know. It's good background music when you got to deal with kids and everything.
It sounds
else.
like easy listening. Is it easy?
Don't go there. I admitted to a little middle-agey. I'm not admitting that.
The whole new category.
Dude, I've been listening to The Bridge, which is total mellow rock. That's mellow rock.
That's heroin fucking music.
Yeah, that really is. I'm an old man.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
man,
over.
take a look at myself. I'm a man.
This is a lot of Carly Simon.
Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez. That's
Yeah.
like... That's like my older sister.
Yeah.
My older sister listened to all that shit. She used
That's
to love
70s shit.
Oh, all that depressing.
It was so depressing.
Well, you want to just take a razor blade to your wrist and your fucking neck.
Because it was all wearing polyesters and corduroy. You want to kill yourself too back in the 70s.
It was just
sad
music.
When I think back at that time, it seems kind of cloudy and gloomy all the time when you hear those fucking songs on the radio.
Like it was raining all the time.
Yes.
You ever hear Bread?
Bread.
Oh,
the band Bread?
Yeah. I heard it yesterday on the bridge.
And the chick that refused to eat.
What?
The Carpenters?
Karen Carpenter.
Oh, Karen Carpenter, yeah.
All that shit.
That's depressing shit.
Dude, they played a ton of Harry Chapin, which is just, I want to hang myself.
The early 70s, that's like early 70s, mid 70s. That's some fucking slow.
Why, though?
We was going through something.
Well, a lot of pot.
A lot of pot. The 60s was so raging that the 70s seemed boring, so everybody was sad.
Yeah, because like, oh, fuck, the 60s are over. But, hey, asshole, it's only a year ago. Relax. Just because it says 1970 doesn't mean we can't continue the vibe.
It's in the head. It's in people's heads.
Why?
That's why the 80s fucking popped off so much, because the 70s was the depressed bowl.
It was. And then they were like, oh, fuck, what else can we do? And then they tried that disco shit.
And it pulled us out.
Because they were desperate.
People say what they want about disco. It pulled us out of that slump.
You think?
Boredom.
But they did that out of desperation. Like, holy fuck, we got to do something here.
Because how many uncles and aunts killed themselves during that fucking music time?
I don't know.
A lot.
Give me the playlist of all that depressing music.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was Bread. It was the Carpenters.
And that's back before you had the power to change the station. You couldn't touch the fucking
radio. People didn't have the power to fucking find their music. You were stuck with that stupid radio station in your town.
Yes.
Oh, dude. That played the same shit over and over again.
Have you heard, I bet you haven't heard in a while, that Dr. Hook song, Sylvia's Mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just crying and he was...
What?
Yeah.
And then there's a song about leaving the cake out in the rain. What the fuck are you guys doing?
What about the jumping off Billy Joe McAllister off Tallahatchie Bridge?
Oh, Vicki Lawrence, right?
Vicki Lawrence, Night Lights went out in Georgia.
Yeah.
Wow.
That kicks in a little bit, but it's another horrendous story about some guy just killing himself, jumping off a fucking
Suicide
bridge.
was big back then, man. It was the shit.
Oh, my God. The most depressing song is Alone Again Naturally.
Oh, yeah.
That's just like everyone around this guy dies. Right. Everybody around him is like left this guy, and he's just there, and it just keeps coming back to he's alone again, and this guy is going to put a bullet in his head at the end of the song.
And that was dance music in the early 70s.
People are like, oh my God, like they'd crank it up, turn that up while they drove around.
Did you really just find... Wait, go back up for a second. I love this. We'll move on. Don't worry. Music list, number 5. The top 55 depressing songs of the 1970s. That's exactly what we're talking about.
55 is a big number.
What's 55?
That's how many songs
I mean, like,
have.
50, that's a lot of
there's a lot of
Let's
depressing
see.
songs.
Where do we, let's do this. We don't have to do...
They were on heavy
rotation. Go all the way
rotation.
down to 55 so I can pick out a few...
Well, you know it's bad if 21 is Fire and Rain by James Taylor.
I've seen rain. Sylvia's Mother starts the list at 55. There you go.
That's the best song ever.
Let's see. I'm trying to get some...
Sylvia's Mother.
She's Gone, Hall & Oates, yes.
Oh, She's Gone. Yeah, I love that song.
Let's see.
That's the
48.
70s.
Huh?
Look at 48.
Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas.
They need a video.
What the fuck were they thinking?
Holy shit.
I was just a little nothing in the 70s, so...
Oh, my God.
John Denver, please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas.
John Denver?
Who the fuck would listen to that and go, yeah, man, turn this up? Suicide is Painless, the MASH theme song, of course. Naughtiest Theme, Everything I Own by that dumb band Bread.
Wow.
Mr. Bojangles is a pretty sad song, I gotta say.
Of course.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Joy Division made it. Love Will Tear Us Apart. Joy Division has some good fucking songs. Keep going up real fast. Comfortably Numb is on that list. Sending the Clowns, Judy Collins.
Wow. Yeah, this is...
Oh, Barbra Streisand and Neil Diamond. You don't bring me flowers anymore. She's crying through it. What the fuck is wrong with people? What else? Fire and Rain.
This list got it all.
Look at 15.
15. I think I'm going to kill myself. That's great. That's not leaving anything to the imagination.
I wonder what this song's about.
Yeah, you don't have to wonder with Elton John's I Think I'm Gonna Kill Myself.
That's Elton John?
Yes.
Oh, man.
I don't think I've ever heard I Think I'm Gonna Kill Myself.
I've never heard of it either.
Somebody need to tell him that it gets better.
Exactly. Relax. The 80s are here.
Jesus.
They're on their way.
The guy's a rock star. You know what I mean? He's doing fine.
But when did Rocket Man? When was this in comparison to Rocket Man?
It's a very good. Oh, well, the videos that show up on YouTube, I can see why he wanted to kill himself because he didn't figure out his hair yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Look at those chops.
Wow, look at that hair. We get it now. Yeah. Hang in there. The hair plug is going to get way better for you, buddy.
You'll do fine.
You're going to have a nice hair system. Just relax. You'll be all right. Hang in.
The #1 song, Alone Again Naturally. That's the saddest song ever, I think.
And what about Diary by Bread? That can't be good.
No.
Needle and the Damage Done, Neil Young. I love that fucking song for real.
Too. I wouldn't put that on this list.
No, I wouldn't either.
That's like a masterpiece.
Oh, Seasons in the Sun, Terry Jacks.
Oh, that's a great song.
That's the one where I think where everyone fucking leaves and dies and fucking moves on, and I think the one guy's left all alone, right?
Wait, what number is that?
But in that one, everybody's saying goodbye to somebody who's about to die.
Yeah, that's right.
We had joy, we had fun, we had Seasons in the Sun.
Oh, yeah.
Dust in the Wind by Kansas. Yeah, that one always creeped me out.
Cats in the Cradle's up there, too.
Yeah.
Let's see. And He Ain't Heavy. He's My Brother by the Hollies. I kind of like that song.
What's Diary? What's the Diary song?
By Bread?
Play that.
All right.
That's got to be some sad shit.
Play Bread Diary. Oh, God.
Heavy piano.
Who the fuck would pay a ticket to see this?
I found your diary.
Oh, yeah, this song.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, what was in the diary? Snooping, are you?
That's what you get for snooping, you ass.
You snooping, are you?
You don't go in a woman's purse?
You son of a bitch. Deserve what you get if you're snooping.
Exactly right. You're better off in the dark.
She wrote it up. Oh, yeah, you can't go through the diary.
Whose diary? Is this a guy singing? I don't even know.
Wow.
All right.
I use the term guy loosely.
Can we get Dennis Falcone in studio today? Maybe. Jimmy's not here, so maybe.
Al Falcone? Yeah, we have to.
Speaking of depressing.
Huh?
Speaking of depressing.
Yes, he's a walking 70 song.
He keeps coming up to me. By the way, the fans keep asking when I will be back on the Opie and Jimmy show. And I'm like, it's all right. It's fine.
They're asking. Not on my Twitter. All right, there you go.
Falcone.
The 70s were extremely depressing.
Very
so
depressing.
sad.
Can we just get a taste of I Think I'm Going to Kill Myself by Elton John, and then we can move on from this?
You know, it's bound to come back soon. It's coming back in, I think.
I wonder what that was all about for real. I wonder if there's an article out there.
Vietnam.
Because they don't write
that's a good
sad,
call.
depressing songs in general anymore.
No.
Right.
They don't sell.
It
says here, the song is about a manipulative teen not having his way with respect to issues like using the car or staying out late, and because of that wishes to kill himself in order to get his attention. Or to get attention, excuse me.
So this is like aimed for the teens. It's a teen song.
Yeah.
You could never do that now.
No.
The biggest act in the world could never write a song like that.
No.
They would get crucified.
Yeah.
You can kill other people in songs, but you can't kill yourself.
Yeah, they would have to go in front of Congress. What were you thinking with this song?
Why are you telling teens to kill themselves?
So,
yeah. Wow. Suicide, boy.
Can you play one part of Alone Again Naturally?
really?
Yeah, it's the saddest song ever. Just the middle part.
What is the song about again?
It's about everybody around this guy dies. He's left all alone. And everyone keeps dying.
Whose song is this? Who sings
Gilbert
it?
O'Sullivan.
Oh, right.
O'Sullivan.
Yeah.
Holy
crap. We'll find it real fast.
Who in the world is that? Gilbert O'Sullivan?
He's the guy that sang Alone Again Naturally.
He died. No.
Yeah, he died horribly.
Did he?
You know the song if you heard it.
Yeah.
It's been around forever.
It's the saddest song ever. That's
We
what
got
I'm
it?
saying.
I'm not looking for it.
That takes me back, though. When I was too young to play my own music.
I think I always thought that was the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
I think.
It does.
How'd that sound?
We're just getting to the part where his dad gets sick and dies.
Good for him.
This reminded me, when I was in San Diego a few years ago, we went to a restaurant, and it was the theme restaurant, and it was a Jim Croce theme, because I guess he was from there, and it was the most depressing goddamn meal.
You got to add him to that whole
I don't see him on the list. Maybe he was dead by then.
Yeah, he has a few.
A few sad ones.
Oh, boy, Jim Croce has a few sad ones, yes.
But this will take you back. That song took me back, man.
Yeah?
Yes. It gave me some vivid 70s memories.
To a sadder time?
I mean, like, just like a time where I wasn't in control and you were just a little kid and couldn't do shit.
Listening to AM radio?
AM radio.
Pumping from somewhere else? Yeah, my sister, she had it a little rough in my house.
She did?
Why?
She would be in her room probably making, things go away, and she would be cranking the AM radio, and all that shit would be coming
Making what go away? What do you mean?
She was, my step sister.
Okay.
She got a little rougher than the rest of us.
Oh, she got a couple beatings?
Well, she got a little rougher than the rest of us growing up. And then she would go to her room and listen to Knock 3 Times on the Ceiling if you love me.
Wait a minute. Let's get to the bottom of this child abuse. Your stepsister had it hard or what? Because she was the step? Like Cinderella situation?
You could go out to Long Island and ask my mom that question.
Oh, your mother used to lean on her a little more.
Yeah, a little bit more. There you go. She would lean on her a little bit more. And then you would hear, tie a yellow ribbon around that old tree, if you still love me. Oh, shit. Coming from her room.
Oh, man, that poor girl.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
I wouldn't even do.
So she had the shit kicked out of her and then went in her room and listened to happy music.
I like to think of it as, she was leaned on a little more than the rest of us. All right, let's just...
Character building.
Yeah.
Got to toughen that kid up.
Oh, man. How much older was she than you?
6 years, and I think she fucked up the Beatles for me, because there was a lot of Beatles coming from that room, too.
Oh.
So you think Beatles, you think getting leaned on a little more.
But when this happened and she went in her room, did she listen to happy music to cheer her up, or sad music to kind of set the tone for?
I mean, in all fairness, this whole first 20 minutes is dedicated to my sister.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
It was the sad fucking decade, the 70s.
It was a sad
and then the leaning a little heavy also happened in the 70s. So it's you put all that together.
I wonder what should she think of when she hear these songs?
Oh boy, I don't even want to ask her. I think she still listens to that.
It still takes her to that place.
Big fan of the Eagles too. She loved the bread too.
Did she?
Oh yeah. And the Beatles.
I love the Eagles.
Anything from the 70s that was a hit on AM radio, she was into.
So, right before disco.
Right before disco. Yeah, I don't think she made it to disco. I think she tapped out. You know how everyone's music taste taps out, and then you don't even want to listen to what could actually be, still good music?
Yeah.
I hung in there for a while, but I think I'm out too.
You usually tap out close to where the music you was listening to when you lost your virginity.
Wow, really?
That's pretty smart.
Because that's right. That's the top of your music life. Whatever got you laid first, or you was hearing when you got laid at the first time.
Yeah.
That's your favorite music.
And then that's it?
You might like some other shit right after that, but yeah.
So I wasn't supposed to discover anything past Genesis Abacab? Thank God I didn't go with your fucking theory.
I mean, once you got good at fucking, you still had time. Just because you fuck don't mean you're good at it.
Right.
So you got better and better, and you heard the other music during then you listen to the rest of your life.
It's an old story I've told many times, but I lost my virginity with Abacab playing on a record player.
At the girl's house or your place?
In a dorm.
In a dorm at college.
I was late.
That's good. That's good.
I was mid-18, I think. Yeah, no, not I think. 18 and a half, I guess.
Now, was the girl a virgin too, or was she more experienced?
She didn't seem like a virgin.
Take that dick out.
Holy fuck, I was on a Bronco.
On a Bronco?
Wow.
Give me that cock.
Holy fuck, I just wanted to hang in there as long as I could.
Was she a freshman?
She was a freshman, yes.
Nice.
Yes. And I tell the story, she had some kind of weird birth defect where she had hair going from her tailbone all the way up to her neck.
What?
Is that Wolfman thing you see every once in a while?
The rest of her wasn't hairy.
She had hair going up from her tailbone to the back.
Pretty much her butt crack all the way up to her neck. And it was about an inch. Well, my memory's a little cloudy now, but as I remember today, it was pretty thick. It wasn't just a little peach fuzz.
Was she Italian?
It was defined, and it was about an inch wide all the way up.
Dark hair.
Pretty dark.
I would have still fucked her first of all. Let's get that out the way. Of course I would have still fucked her.
Oh, she was cute.
But why didn't she shave it or something? Or with a roll back double?
Can you fucking shave your back like that?
I mean, you got to get a good friend. You got to get a good friend.
You got to find a good friend.
I would find a way.
I go to my wife once a year with a razor. Sorry, but I'm embarrassed. Once a year, though, I hand her the razor
And she got to shave off the extra hair?
I know birds are grabbing that shit and making a nest out of it. You see it just float away. You see it just go float away. And you know the birds are excited. But once a year, I call it the summer shave down.
She had a hairy spine?
Hairy spine, yes. Yes.
That is vivid.
And the beauty of doing a radio show, I remember the last time I talked about this, people definitely called up and told me exactly what it was.
What is the name of it?
I don't remember
I can't
anymore.
find it.
I don't remember anymore.
It
wasn't just a little peach fuzz. There was something going on.
Well, did she have long hair on her head too? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was definitely very cute.
She sounds like a Kardashian.
Oh, no.
There's some hairy girls.
She seemed, she seemed I don't know, basic white. Just a
beginner's
basic,
all-purpose symbolic instructional white?
Just a basic mix of white. Nothing too extravagant in there. Yeah. Maybe a little Greek. Maybe. Right. If I had to guess. Maybe a little Italian / maybe a little Greek.
She might have a full beard right now today.
I know, right?
Full beard in it.
Maybe we'll call Dr. Steve, try to figure out what that's about.
Yeah.
Oh, they showing that's a picture of it? What is that?
That's her hairy lower back broke my concentrate. What? I don't know. The dirty.com has an article on something.
Oh, now I don't mind a little hairy like the picture right there. That's kind of sexy.
No.
I remember this little hairy Puerto Rican girl that I used to have a crush on back in high school.
And you liked the hair?
She had hair
back?
on her arms.
Yeah.
And hair on her legs.
That's a little rough.
I was a young boy. I liked it.
A little rough.
I liked it.
Hair on girls' arms are rough.
There's hair on arms and legs. But when you're young, too, you don't, shave when you're fucking 16, 15 years old.
You like the arm hair?
No.
The underarm hair?
The underarm hair bugs me, even though I did bang a girl who had underarm hair before.
Oh, my God. What was that? Let's now move into the decade of the 80s and what we had to deal with.
Was that
Oh, God damn.
It really made your little tummy hurt.
Sorry about that.
Oh, God. I didn't.
We will not be putting that on the Twitter page.
That was a lot of hair.
I didn't enjoy eating pussy until the mid-90s.
When the hair got out of the way?
When it was finally out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. There was a time, man, you didn't know where the fuck it was.
Yeah. You have to search for it.
Oh, God.
You have to really be turned up to eat a puss.
And then it was okay when they started trimming down, but it was all the upper leg hair that would just fucking turn you off.
That's disturbing. If you got
it was brutal, man.
That never looked good when it's coming down your leg.
But why? I always think about this. It's like, why didn't we figure that out sooner than later? What did it take? Where people go, you know what, I guess if you had a razor, it was only meant for your face and I guess your legs, but not your genitals.
Right.
And then someone finally said, fuck that, I'm taking this razor to my, genital area.
Yeah. First of all, it was all men making razors, so it was all a man. So women have to come in no, we need something that's gentle that we can use to shave our
For us, right.
Yeah.
But they would let it grow on the upper fucking legs. That picture just brought me back.
But when you're a young boy, if you're in 15, 16, you're just happy to see a puss in the first place. You don't care. You can have mashed potatoes on it.
Sort of happy. When you're putting up numbers and then you get one that really is into that, you're like, okay. Okay. All right, then. All right. Oh, it just smells.
Some people like it, though. Some people want the hair on there.
Oh, the stank to it, and boy.
Let people call in. Let's see who likes it, because some people still like hair.
They're with me.
I don't know. Some people like the hair on there. They're like a hairy bush.
But it would be almost Maddie, like the dog just came in from the fucking through the fucking dog door after a rainstorm. It was like pushed down and Maddie and
it's a mess.
Oh God. Oh my God.
It's a mess. Though.
Okay, if I must.
It's so different now that even
I'm not
girls...
joking. I only got into it like in the mid-90s. Before that, I was like, oh, fuck, really?
Yeah.
There was just too much going on down there.
But girls don't like it now. Like, there's a generation now, even if they have a little hair on them, they're, like, embarrassed by it. It's like, shorty, that's nothing.
Yeah.
But they think it's everything in the world. Like, I'm so embarrassed. I got a little hair. It's like, shorty, as long as the pussy's here, you're winning.
How deep you want to go with this? Because then there was times where you want to, like, let's just say, get it in, and you can't because the hair is across the fucking.
It's like corn braided
across the goal line.
Oh, you
remember that?
Yeah.
And then you had to fucking rework that.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Of course.
Or it would hurt because they would be caught. You're getting caught in a fishing net.
It's like getting caught in your braces.
Dr. Steve. Oh, wait. Dr. Steve.
Hello.
So, brought back an old story, lost my virginity at 18 and a half. Abacab was playing. And this girl, when I kind of did the old flipperoo, I noticed that she had hair from her tailbone all the way up to her neck.
Oh, yeah.
See, I told you, very defined.
What do you mean, oh, yeah? Like, you see hairy spine bitches every day.
It wasn't a hairy back.
What was it?
It was more just hair along the spine line.
Spine line.
I don't know if she was hairy anywhere else, to be honest with you, anymore. Maybe she had, like Sherrod was saying, maybe some hairy arms or something, but nothing too crazy. But certainly the hair on the spine was pretty prominent.
Yeah, my first girlfriend in 7th grade had more hair on her body than I did.
Yeah.
And her arms were hairy and her back was hairy, so yeah. It was,
you got to remember, when you're a young dude, like when we were young, girls they didn't use the products they had today. They wasn't shaving early like that in junior high school and high school. They just had what they had.
I would love to know what they did to try to even just keep it fresh down there, because they didn't have any of that stuff yet.
Yeah.
They didn't have that long aisle at CVS yet.
It was two things,
too
douches.
Dry, too wet, too musty, too dusty. They have a product for everything. It's amazing.
But what is that with the hairs on the tailbone up to the neck? Is that normal?
Artificial moisture.
Well,
it's, you have too much moisture. We'll try this powdery thing.
My pussy's really humid.
Right. Yeah, too humid, less humid. What's Steve?
Yeah, no, that hair is just a throwback to our evolution. You know, at one point in our past, our ancestors were covered in hair, and we lost that except for our scalp and other parts of our body where we've got little hairs, and some people have more than that. There's people with a condition called hypertrichosis, where they just have more hair follicles over their body, and you'll notice that men and women have different patterns. There's androgenic hair, which is chest hair, some back hair, pubic hair, and facial hair, whereas women have hair mostly on their pubic area and their head. So, there's just a natural variation. That stuff. I had a friend who was at hedonism, and this woman got out of it's naked out of the pool, and her ass hair went all the way down to her knees.
Yeah, who's this friend, Doc? That was you, first of all. You're the friend. Let's be honest here. Second of all,
I love I had a friend.
Yeah, stop it.
When did you go to hedonism? That sounds like a better topic right now.
No shit.
Wait, it went down to her knees? No, the back of her knees?
Down to her knees. From her ass down to her knees. It's like, come on. I think that's why the Brazilian wax was invented, which I had one once, and that was an interesting experience.
I think I got that type of hair growth because I have to shave my arms like once a year.
Do you really?
Yeah, because I don't think it would ever stop growing.
Really?
You notice on a lot of men, they never shave
I've never shaved my arms in my life.
Really? That's what I'm talking about.
Never.
Mine just keeps growing and growing, and I call it a summer shave down. I give it a good fucking shave down.
That is
not all the way to skin, by the way.
Right.
Sure. Well, there's natural variation in the length of time that follicles will live, and that's the function of how long your hair can get. You know, like when I was back in the hippie days, as long as I could grow my hair was down just past my shoulders. It would never grow any longer than that. And I always wondered, well, how does the hair know how long to grow? And it doesn't. It's just that the follicles only live a certain amount of time, and then they fall out. And so it's a limit to how long your hair can get. So women that can grow their hair down to their ankles just have preternaturally long life in their follicles, whereas other women who can only grow hair down to their shoulders, you know, it's less. And so your follicles in your armpits just live longer than mine do, because I never have to shave mine either.
And you kind of got bummed out. You couldn't look like a girl, huh? You couldn't get that hair past the shoulders. Why would you want your hair past your shoulders?
It was a different time.
It was the hippie days. I'm a lot older than you are.
Oh, right.
He was listening to a lot of Bread back then.
Yeah, we were just talking about all the depressing songs of the 70s. That was a weird decade for music.
Yeah.
And then we got out of that stage.
It was brutal.
And then we said in the 80s, you know what, we don't really need guitar.
Oh, yeah, you remember that song DOA? How depressing was that?
DOA?
Which one?
It's the one with the ambulance sound, and it was about somebody who was dead on arrival. And then that song, was it Timothy, where they ate the guy in the cave?
What? What the fuck is going on with you people?
Oh, yeah, Blood Rock, DOA. Thank you, Eric. Eric Stengel on the computer today. Yes, that was... when you had to work in, music radio, that was one they played every fucking Halloween.
Yeah.
The radio station would think they were cool, and they would play DOA by Blood Rock.
Right. And then that song, Timothy, that was about, they got stuck in a cave and they ate the guy. And his name was Timothy. And you thought this song was this real happy kind of song about this guy named Timothy. And then when you listen to the words, it's about fucking cannibalism.
That'll get the party started.
Trapped in there's an explanation for the song. Yeah, it says, trapped in a mine, what had caved in, and everyone knows the only ones left were Joe and me and Tim.
Whoa. How spooky is that? It's the 5-year anniversary of the miners.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to those guys?
They're broke now.
Are they?
Yeah, they got, they did a whole bunch of talk shows and all that, but they ain't got no money.
And that was it.
It's hard on them.
That was an amazing story, too.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
They were down there like 17 days before anybody knew they were alive.
And they didn't eat each other, right?
No.
Yeah, they were able to.
They blew each other.
That.
Everybody was blowing each other, but they got to survive.
Right.
We made all those jokes.
They didn't have anything else.
I think we went with the angle. Look, we're down here. We're probably going to die. We might as well blow each other. And then all of a sudden they're rescued, and they have to look at each other like awkward, because they all knew they blew each other because they thought they were going to die.
I would have just stayed in the cave. Fuck it.
I think that's the angle we took on that one, on that beautiful story.
Oh, good God Almighty.
All right, Steve. Always a pleasure. When are you coming up to see us?
I'm hoping in the next couple of months.
A couple of months? Jesus.
Yeah, well, shit, my job is just killing me. I just don't have any time off anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot of injuries during the summer.
That's hilarious, considering what you do for a living.
I know. Well, it's just
He's a hospice doctor, and he's saying that his job is killing him. His job is killing you.
You're in there killing people, smothering them with that pillow.
The angel of death.
Oh, boy.
He's so sweet.
You know what,
18 and a half when you lost your virginity, huh?
You know what? We lost one. We lost two in the last year. And let me tell you something, Steve. I'm going to go serious for a second here.
Yeah.
I respect you hospice people a little more now.
Definitely.
Thanks, man.
It really is a great service.
I'm telling you.
Because we saw some issues.
Yeah.
We saw some frustrations, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
This person only has a few weeks left. How about you get the aspirin now and not huff and puff out of the room?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. People in my profession, if they're assholes, they don't last very long in it.
They weren't complete assholes, but we saw a few issues that could have been a little better. So I respect you a little more, my friend.
Yeah, well, thanks.
It's not an easy job.
I tell you, that's yeah.
Well, it is. I was called to do it, so it's one of those things. It's easy for me just because it's what I was kind of made to do, I guess. But
And how does it work? You're a shitty doctor if one of these people lives a while?
Why is Grandma not dead?
Is that where they look at you and go, what the fuck, Doc?
Well, we can actually get in trouble with Medicare if too many of our patients are discharged alive. That is true. So
what
that really means is that we need to actually be admitting people who are truly terminally ill, and if we're not, some hospices will just admit everybody, and they'll pad their bank accounts by keeping them a long time because they weren't really terminally ill in the first place.
Oh, everybody's got a hustle, huh? Everybody's got one.
That's right. There's even a hustle in the hospice business. So.
One, as we went through it, there was roommates, and like, what? Oh boy, I guess no. He went home yesterday. What?
Yeah.
No, and that's always when
sometimes they're all right for a while.
And they get discharged from hospice alive, that's always a celebration. You know, we always tell people this is not a bad thing. This is a good thing.
Yes. Wow.
But anyway.
So is anybody out there doing the opposite? Like saying, ain't nobody leaving here alive.
You put your foot down.
There's got to be somebody doing that.
Right. Yeah, because it fucks up their numbers.
Yes.
It's all about the numbers. We all know that.
It's like a Roach Motel at some of these fucking hospices.
Well, if you just do your job right, then the numbers follow. You know, we have ways to decide or to determine whether somebody has a 6-month prognosis or not. And, you know, the good thing about hospice is you don't have to, well, this is a fun morning topic.
Why not?
Hospice. But you don't have to die in 6 months. It's just that the average prognosis of somebody that's admitted is going to be 6 months.
Right.
And the nicer you are to them, the better chance you'll be in their will. Is that what you're going for?
Well, you know,
they ever give you a taste because they know you were doing the right thing?
So sure, of course.
Give you a little taste?
No, I got...
Maybe a record collection or something?
I got a dog from one of my...
Some 78s?
Here's my key to my storage locker.
Right.
Here is a map to all of my things.
Yeah, my Shih Tzu that I have, I've got a couple of big dogs, but I've got a little dog, and it was one of my patients because nobody wanted to take her.
They gave you their dog?
Well, no, yes. What happened was I would do home visits on this lady, and the dog would always come and greet me. And when she died, none of her family wanted to take it. I said, well, hell, I'll take the dog. It's always been nice to me. And she's a sweet little dog.
God damn it, Dr. Steve, you're a good dude, man. I wanted to hate you, yo. I really wanted to hate you.
Why?
Why? Because you're white. What do you mean, why?
Oh, okay.
What the fuck's wrong with you, son of a bitch?
I think he's overcompensating for something.
Nah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
He took the dead lady's dog, and he's in here. I knew he worked hospice.
You didn't know?
No.
That's a rough one. That's tough. All right, Dr. Steve.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
You're a good dude, man.
All right, thanks, man.
All right,
have a great day.
You too.
See ya. Bye.
All right, let the record show that Lady Di has been on the phone for 30 minutes. Jimmy's not here. And I still don't think I'm going to fucking do it.
Do it whenever you
I don't
want.
think I'm going to do it.
Give him more time to wait. That'll wait around.
Let me think this one over for a while.
I just want to throw two things out there. One, I'm a big fan of Lady Di when you talk to her.
Really?
Yep. And two, as long as I've been here, she has not been on the phone. I've never experienced...
No, one time.
Are you sure?
Time. Yeah, at the end of one of the shows.
Oh, I don't remember it.
I was here that day?
Because
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She called back with one more thing, which was actually nothing.
Oh, my God. And I do want to tell the people I completely understand Jim's frustration with Lady Di.
Well, I mean...
But I'm a weird fuck. I kind of get into some of this weird shit.
I love listening.
I'm sorry, but I do.
Because whatever you ask her, her response is to something completely different.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I love it.
All right, let's say hi to John in Iowa. John, we got Sherrod Small in studio, killing it for us today.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. How's it going?
Good.
How's it going?
Hey, two things real quick. One, Opie, did you enjoy fucking a girl with a mane?
Well, it was my first time, so holy fuck yeah, I did.
Did you think all girls have that after that? Or?
Oh, that's a good question.
No, I knew it was like...
You knew it was wrong.
She was really cute, to be honest with you.
I believe it.
That was a little bit of a,
My wife's...
Ponies are always cute.
My wife's Latin. She's got a little bit of hair, and it's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
And Sherrod, I think that in America you have succeeded as a black man if you're putting your dick in white girls so people have the power.
Yes. Yeah. I actually put it on Kurt's shoulder, so. Yeah, but yeah. I don't play that song. When I'm getting up in White Girls, I play Jodeci, motherfucker.
I don't think it gets much better than that, man.
Jodeci. I think that's the first time Jodeci's ever been mentioned as I've had a mic in front of me. Wow, a Jodeci reference.
Yeah, I can't play I Have the Power. That'd be rape charges.
Yes. All right, John in Iowa. Thank you, buddy. Well, that's a good first hour. Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
We'll get into some material.
It's been an hour?
I think it's just me and Sherrod today. Everyone fucked me.
Fuck them. We don't need them.
We were supposed to have Kevin Smith here for the first hour.
Yep.
He's going to be here tomorrow, I think. He had to reschedule.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow you're coming back, but we got a busy one.
Well, who's coming in tomorrow?
Holy fuck. Rich Voss, who I begged, could you do today? Because I kind of need you.
All right.
So it's going to be you, Rich Voss, Bert. Bert, I'm sorry.
Oh, Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer, sorry.
And
Kevin Smith.
Brett Morgan.
And we have a lot of people tomorrow.
Bring them on.
Yeah, we'll fuck around. Turn some mics on, see what happens.
Why not?
It's the beauty of this shit. What were you saying? Tonight you're doing Race Wars.
Right, that's right. Race Wars tonight. We got a great show coming.
I tweeted, and the excitement was awesome.
Yes.
Yes, it's official. Race Wars will be part of this channel.
We got a couple people going. I think Big J's coming on and Jeff Leach, 2 comedians.
Nice. Very cool.
Leach is London, English, too. So we'll talk about, what's his name? Kelly Osbourne.
Oh, we should talk about that next.
We have to.
Yeah. It's amazing.
That's the foot in the mouth of the year.
Yeah, it's an amazing clip. We'll play it for everybody.
After the Juliana thing on E, you know the whole story.
I know. Oh. Yeah, because she was going after her for saying some edgy shit.
Oh. She left that show because of that.
Yes.
Goes here and then stepped on a landmine.
And then I think what she said is way the fuck worse.
20 times worse.
Yeah.
You really think that as a black man?
Easily. 20 times worse.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Because most would have the blinders on and go, no,
No, worse.
All right. We'll get into that whole thing after the break. But Race Wars is official. It's going to be part of this channel for a while now.
That's right.
Right now it's on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock tonight, of course.
Yep.
We might move it down. I got some figuring out to do because I'm doing a doc show every once in a while, and tonight is the second episode.
Oh yeah,
it's me and the Stangles talking about documentaries. So that's going to be on at 7 o'clock tonight.
Yep.
I would switch slots with you, but I got to get up early.
Yeah, you got to get up early.
So I got to figure it out. So tonight the doc show with me and the Stangl brothers, and then right after that Race Wars with Sherrod Small and Kurt Metzger. And what I like about adding some of you guys to the channel, you guys are bringing in comics that I normally don't have on this show.
Right.
So it's really expanding that whole world.
It's opening everything up.
Because the one comic you just mentioned, I know Big J, of course.
Oh, Jeff Leach.
I don't know him.
He's great.
How would I know him?
He's tall, English dude, long hair, look like a rocker.
Right.
Really funny.
Cool. Yeah. So we'll check that out tonight. And we worked Pete Davidson yesterday.
Yeah.
Worked him into the mix yesterday. He was great. He's going to come back.
Yeah, Pete's great.
I thought he was awesome yesterday.
He was.
I think there was something else I needed to promote, but now I'm forgetting. Oh, the documentaries we're going to be talking about tonight. And others, by the way. We're going to open up the phones tonight and really, talk about what you're into as far as documentaries go. But we're going to talk about Senna, the Wolf Pack, soaked in bleach, the most insane amusement park ever.
Wow.
Call Me Lucky, and Back on Board, the Greg Louganis documentary. So.
Oh, yeah, I just saw him on TV recently.
What I like about the documentary show, we do it every 3 or 4 weeks, and in between shows, it's pretty much documentaries that people are turning me on to and us just talking among ourselves, and it's very organic and natural how it comes about, which ones we're checking out.
What's the Wolf Pack? What's that one?
The
Oh,
Wolf
my God.
Pack.
Wow.
Is it still on HBO?
No.
What the fuck?
I think once it hit August, it's not on HBO anymore.
So where is it now for the people?
It's on iTunes.
It's on iTunes. It's
The Wolf Pack is a documentary about this family. I believe they live on the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
There's
there's
5 kids, I think.
Who never were allowed to come
there's
out.
7 kids.
Were all of them part of the documentary?
Yeah, they all look exactly the same.
But they had a slow one that they didn't really show.
Was that the girl?
It was the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
There
showed
was
her
6
just kind
boys,
of
1 girl.
walking in the kitchen and getting something to eat, and that was all. That was her part in this documentary. So there's 7 kids.
Yes.
And
they all grew up in that apartment in the Lower East Side.
And they're not allowed to leave
they
the
weren't
house.
really allowed to leave.
The father was like real controlling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so you know about it.
I know the story now, yeah.
And it looks like he was a raging alcoholic on top of it.
And they still live in that apartment, I hear.
Yeah, but now the kids have kind of,
For the sake of the movie, they all, like, for the duration of the movie, they live in that apartment.
Okay.
And
it's 6 boys, 1 girl.
Their only connection to the outside world is movies. It's really crazy.
Right. And you know what? So when they're promoting this, they say that their only connection to the outside world, as Eric said, movies, and they recreate them. So they're doing like Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs. Batman. And they make all this stuff out of cardboard and yoga mats and tape, and they draw on their faces and everything. And you think, wow, this is all about that. It's just about them reenacting these films. It's going to be quirky and weird. But it is like, it's crazy.
They got it down to the detail of it.
Yeah.
Because they watch it over and over and over.
One brother, I don't know if they have a computer, because the one brother is watching the movie and writing the script longhand.
Yeah.
And then
handing out, and then typing it up, and then stapling it together and handing out parts to all his brothers, and then
typing it on a typewriter.
Typing it on a typewriter, and then another brother is just working on costumes day after day, like with detail, and then they do these scenes.
They're making guns out of cardboard where like in the pistol where the cartridge part comes out.
Yeah.
Even though it's out of cardboard, it still is it still looks it functions the same way. The part comes out, goes back in.
And how many years they stayed in an apartment without being able to leave?
Well, the kids look like they're pushing seniors in high school.
Yeah.
Or I mean, it looks like they had a kid every like 9 months. It's crazy.
They
all look like the same age.
They have the same face. They all have long hair.
Right. And then the city and nobody ever check on them, like coming in and say, hey.
It looks like they lived in the projects on the Lower East Side.
Yeah.
But some of that comes into play in the film.
Yeah. Because the parents were scared that something would happen if they left the apartment. So they had paranoia, alcoholism, and I believe their religion, too. Weren't they Jehovah's Witnesses or something?
Were they?
Got them at first.
Yeah, it was
5-Day Adventist.
Well, because she went on
Jehovah's Witnesses.
She went on a trip to the mountains in the middle of, I don't know, wherever, and fell in love with this guy who was like sort of a tour guide. And then, I don't know, they didn't explain why they moved to New York. And they were only going to move to New York for a little while because she's a farm girl, the mom, and wanted to move them all out to the country to live like she did with all this open land and being outside and whatnot.
But then instead they're in a tiny apartment where everyone's like sleeping on like one mattress, or a bunch of these kids are, and they don't go outside, or they go outside once a year. I can't
imagine. I don't know if it's more than 3 bedrooms for 9 people.
Yeah.
Wow. It's fascinating.
It really is.
And we try to get the director on that because I want to know all sorts of things. Like, why would they agree after all these years to now do a documentary about
this? The father's dead now, or
no?
He's still there, but they just so big now. They
finally said,
they're not scared of him.
We're
anymore.
fucking leaving. Some of them left.
Some of them left. But they're all scared of him. I mean, some of them sort of stand up to him at times, but they're all scared of him. The guy told him he was a god. Like there's some real issues here. It's crazy. I believe the director's not available to us tonight, but I believe he'll be on this show in a few weeks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, she will be on the Opie and Jimmy show in like a week or 2.
I'm coming late tonight. Wow. Just replay this.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I'll be here at 7:20.
That's fascinating.
So the first 20 minutes, Sherrod will be talking about
documentaries, man.
Yeah,
I just like peeking into fucking other worlds and seeing subcultures that I have no finger in.
This is a crazy one. This is a really crazy.
Yeah, this is a really crazy
one.
And
I love just stumbling upon them, too.
Yeah.
I love that part of this. Or, someone will tweet me and go, you got to check this one out. And I don't know. It's cool. So, yeah, it's something I've always liked, documentary. So we're starting this. We started this series. It's the second one tonight at 7 o'clock. And then right after that, Race Wars.
Yes.
With Sherrod Small.
We coming hard tonight,
and
boy.
Kurt Metzger. Also, wow.
And we got Stacey Dash coming on soon, too.
Wow, really?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Talk to her
Stacey
this
Dash?
week. Yes, she does Fox.
You know everybody, brother.
Yeah, I mix it up. I mingles.
A cheap plug for my YouTube channel, Opie Radio on YouTube. Paul is editing his ass off right now in the office. And as I sit here, 3 videos went up. We got Barry Crimmins from that other Call Me Lucky documentary we were going to discuss.
Oh, we're going to discuss that tonight as well.
Crimmins is great. Yeah, he got molested as a kid.
He was 4 or 5 years old. And the video is him telling the fucking story. So if you want to go to youtube.com and be depressed, maybe play the best of Bread and then listen to this video.
Yeah.
And then jump off a fucking building like Elton John says. Was he the one that said jump off the building? One of those fucking guys did.
He's just go kill yourself.
So that's on my YouTube channel, or our YouTube channel, really, at this point. Then you got Rick Springfield on the creation of Jesse's Girl from yesterday.
That's a documentary?
No, he just told the story.
He was here yesterday.
Oh, he was here yesterday?
Yeah, he was really cool. Rick Springfield was really fucking cool.
He looked
great.
Good.
Yeah, I figured that.
He could still get pussy.
I'm sure.
He looked cool,
Son
man.
of a bitch.
He could get the pussy, the quality stuff,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Not the C-Town shit.
Top shelf? C-Town.
You know you're in a bad neighborhood when you see C-Town.
C-Town.
I think the C-Town people are going to be mad at me, but come on. I know what's going on there.
The C-Town people know it. Believe me, they know it.
Your meat looks sad.
C-Town.
And then another video just popped up. Fucking Paul just working his balls off.
Yep.
Rick Springfield, and this was pretty damn good, too. Rick Springfield and Pete Davidson, and we should add Bob Kelly on the title as well, all talking about depression. Rick Springfield had everything. He was depressed.
I believe that.
But it was really cool because it's not like, oh, I was depressed, but then he talks about his ongoing battle with depression.
It never ends.
No, but he talks about medication. He talks about, you think if I get fame or if I get money or if I get this, it'll all be better, and it's not. Like
Never.
But he wasn't covering up about it, or he was very honest about it.
I think the fame and the money makes it even worse because once you get the fame and the money thinking it's going to solve it, it won't solve it, and now you feel desperate.
But that's the one question everyone will ask when it comes to depression. Everyone. They're like, well, what does he have to be depressed?
And that's the dumbest thing you can say.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a million things that anybody can be depressed about at any time.
And he acknowledges that. He goes, look, I had a beautiful wife, and I think it's the same wife, matter of fact. Back in the day when he discovered he was depressed, he's like, I have this beautiful wife, I got kids, I got a ridiculous mansion, all the money I could ever need, and I'm walking around like fucking depressed.
That's
so he acknowledges it. It's like, what? This should have all this should have solved that.
Yeah.
And then they talk about the pills that are helping them. So it was
fascinating.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it took a turn I didn't expect. Like I thought Jesse's Girl, we're gonna talk about the whatever movie, but then this was serious and it was funny too. But it was
sounds
really
like a better
good.
conversation.
And I think I got isolated, but in the video clip on depression with Rick Springfield on my YouTube channel is Pete Davidson's amazing line.
Yeah.
What?
He had a great line in the middle of it.
What did he say?
Who wants to imitate it?
I can't do it.
I might have it. Hold on.
You might have it?
I might have a copy of it. Let me see.
While Eric's looking, just as, all the videos that Opie's talking about on the YouTube channel, we are putting up on the Twitter page right now.
Yeah, I'm good. Is this it?
Yeah,
go back.
I wasn't afraid of any type of antidepressants.
I'm on Lexapro. I've been on Lexapro since I was like 10.
Okay.
Well, you're what are you, not 12? So it's probably not effective.
Hey, fucking Rick!
What I learned quickly from Pete Davidson yesterday, he don't fucking play.
No, he don't play around.
No. He doesn't want to hear that he looks younger than he is. Fucking Rick!
He always has something like that loaded up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's going to fit in perfectly on this radio show.
And he was quiet yesterday. He was intimidated around you. He's been a fan of the show for so long, he held back. He was nervous.
That's what Roland said.
I'm sure, yeah.
You could tell by looking at him.
You hear that type of shit from time to time, and you don't believe it in general,
Oh, believe it.
But he's like, he said, look, I was listening to you and Anthony when I was 14 years old, and now he's on SNL. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think he's very talented. So we can't wait to work him in more. So we're babbling. We're gonna take a break, and we're gonna get into the Kelly Osbourne clip and some. What else is on your mind? What else
popping off?
What's popping?
That debate is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we could talk debate.
That's gonna be fucking. You don't understand how great that's gonna be. I already got popcorn and I decorated my house.
Who's not watching that?
It's going to be unbelievable.
It's going to do ridiculous numbers.
I know.
Christy
made the cut.
Christy did make the cut, and all the people that are in the undercard debate are pissed off, really, really pissed off.
Pataki's in the undercard. It's like there's big names. Rick Perry from Texas. Yeah. They didn't even make the debate. Trump's number one. He was only guaranteed.
So they're doing an undercard?
Yeah, the people that did.
Is this the first time they did an undercard?
Yeah. I believe so.
It has to be.
That's hilarious.
The top 10 are in the primetime one.
Yeah.
The remaining guys are at is it 5 p.m.?
5 p.m.
Yeah, the 5 p.m. undercard.
If you're in the undercard,
hilarious.
you have no way of winning the presidency.
Right.
I'm going to say that right now.
Donald Trump's got to look good tomorrow or he's going to fuck up this whole thing, all his momentum.
If he flips it on everybody, and if he flips it and do it the right way, he can fucking soar right now. I'm telling you.
He could explode tomorrow, but, I mean...
He don't got to be the best debater. He already put out that I never debated before in my life.
Right.
So all these guys are pros at it. I never did it before. So if
Right.
I stumble, so what? And everybody already gave him a pass. I'm telling you.
He can't stumble too much, though.
He can't stumble too much.
Though.
He can't stumble too much. He can't... I mean, you know you're going to hear some insults as much as he's saying, I'm going to be a good boy. What?
So he's a genius. So Gawker, they released his phone number.
Right.
And as like a little...
Instead of like
Lindsey
Graham. Lindsey Graham. He destroyed his phone, threw his phone away. Trump flipped it on him and put an advertisement on there for his campaign.
Yeah. Right. So everybody that calls now here's an advertisement for
Isn't that wonderful?
It's very smart.
Free advertising.
Yeah, very smart.
It's like I got a million phones. I'm Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And they all have to talk about him.
That's what I love. Even on
know.
CNN, they got to deal with him right now. It's so beautiful to watch this shit.
Oh, it's great. He's fucking up everything. I'm a big fan of anyone that fucks up everything.
That's the story of my life. If you get other people's skin, God bless you.
He fucked up so bad that Perry Santorum,
Bobby
Grant,
Jindal.
Yeah, Pataki. They're all in the undercard. Those guys they've actually run for president before. They've been out there. They're political people.
Governors of huge states.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, we got a break. We'll talk about that some more. If you got phone calls on that, great. If not, whatever. And we'll come up with some other shit too.
Yes, call in.
Yeah, Bonnie and Rich killing it last night, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I listened for the first time in a while.
Okay. I thought that's on Tuesday.
Yes.
Right?
I better say Rich and Bonnie before Rich gets mad that I said Bonnie and Rich.
Said Bonnie first?
I'm going to go Bonnie first. Bonnie and Rich. But I never thought it was important who was mentioned first anyway.
Only in the divorce proceedings.
Where are you?
What?
Is it Sherrod and Kurt? Kurt and Sherrod? When you're doing your shit? In the end, it really doesn't matter.
No, who cares? Who cares?
But they're killing it on Tuesday nights. If you haven't listened yet.
I got to listen. I ain't listened yet.
You haven't heard their show?
I got to actually go on their show, actually.
They're fucking good.
Oh, they kill it. Bonnie.
And Boss is a really good radio guy, and then he comes in here and he falls apart. It's weird.
It's the pressures.
He has complete control when he does it Tuesday nights.
Maybe you guys
confident.
You make him too nervous.
He's got a rhythm to it. He understands, like, all right, this is going a little too long, so let me go over here for a little while. Maybe I go to the phones. All right, this guy's babbling, so I'll move on from this.
He's got it.
He really does. He knows how to do radio as a host.
As his host.
Where I sit, I see that shit. I
gotta
get
check it out.
You know how to do radio as well. You really do.
I was still from you guys. I see you guys do it, I do it.
You son of a bitch.
I absorb everything.
You taking some of my money?
They're taking that money. And
right
fuck Giddles, by the way.
Fuck the Giddles. Why was the Giddles on the top of buildings the other day? I know this means nothing right now, but...
Oh, from the pictures that he showed on social media?
He tweeted some picture. He's like on
He said he was sitting on the top of all my money that he's stealing from me.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
But was he actually on a roof somewhere? And if he was, what does he do for a living? And is it something we could exploit for this radio show?
He lives on that roof like that homeless model that was in the news in the last couple of weeks.
What do you mean?
You did sort of a story about the homeless model? He's been living homeless on top of a roof in the Lower East Side?
Roland's saying that he works in this building now.
Who, that guy?
Giddles, yeah.
Oh, Giddles
works on this building.
Yeah.
Doing what?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. We'll find out.
But he works for the company that has 8 floors here.
So he can get lost?
Yeah.
Giddles. He used that Williamsburg whiteness to get him something.
Yes. There it is. The view from the top of the pile. It's nice up here, Sherrod.
Yeah.
Giddles. It's Giddles base on
He's
Twitter.
sitting on my money.
No, so there was an ex-model?
He's still a model. He's a model actor. It was all in the news like the last week or so.
So why the fuck is he homeless? He's one of those guys that just likes it better that way? Some people just like it better that way.
I think there he is.
Why is he living on a roof?
Because he just couldn't afford New York. I guess he couldn't afford an apartment in New York or somebody couldn't get an apartment. I think he stayed on the roof on the Lower East Side for like 5 years or some shit like that. And he was working while he was doing it. He was like getting gigs here and there.
Did he set up a nice spot for himself?
He had a nice little spot.
Or was he getting rained on every other day?
I mean, the pigeons didn't appreciate him, but he stayed up there.
Wow, okay. I know there was an old homeless guy that was one of the mole people.
Oh, who lived on the ground?
If you ever saw that documentary, yeah. He was a successful model, and then whatever happened in, I think his brain kind of got a little messy.
Oh, and then he went underground?
And then he went underground with the mole people.
It's got to be kind of, if you got like if it's like Beauty and the Beast, the movie, then it's cool.
Well, go check out the Mole People documentary. They had electricity down there. They broke the pipes, so they had showers.
What?
Yeah, they broke a pipe, so the water would just come. It would be a cold shower. I don't think they figured out the hot water down there.
But it's a shower nonetheless.
Yes, it was pouring out of a pipe pretty much, and they would shower, and then they would hook up illegal electricity down there.
How long they stay down there? They still there?
No, I took a tour of it actually a couple of years ago. It was amazing. I had pretty much went down a rat hole.
How did you get down there?
Yeah, where in the city was this?
This is another old story. I'm boring people, though.
Stop it. I don't know these stories.
I don't know these stories either.
Really?
Yeah, who was your tour guy? Like, who brought you to the area?
Moses Gates.
Oh.
Same guy that took me to the top of the Chrysler building completely illegally.
Really?
Word? You I went into the Spire, right?
That I know.
Okay.
I didn't know
that.
You didn't know I went into the Spire of the Chrysler building?
No.
You know the last window in that tiny little fucking Spire?
Yes.
I was looking out of that thing. Illegally.
What's in there?
How did you get up there?
Huh?
What's in there?
Just nothing.
Is it beams?
Concrete and steel, basically.
I saw the making of the Chrysler building when they first put the spire up through the building.
Yeah.
They fucking hit it first.
I went with Moses Gates. I think I could say now he went back and they finally arrested him.
What?
Yeah, he took one too many chances.
At the Chrysler building?
But he's all right now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Did he work at the Chrysler building?
Well, did I ever say how I got up there?
No, wait.
I don't know if I can.
Oh, is that illegal?
He had a reason to be in the building, and wow, was it a smart reason. He figured out a workaround. He goes, don't worry, just don't say a word. And we walked right by security. I was like, this is crazy. And then we went as high as you can in the first elevators. And then also we ran out to he had it all figured out. Because these people, these urban explorers, they all are on the internet, explaining how you do this shit.
Right. And you just walked in like you belong there.
And they didn't question him.
He's white?
Can I say it?
Is he white?
Can I say it?
I don't know the guy. I don't know.
Can I say it?
If you say it, will he get fired?
Is that him? Moses Gates.
He hasn't tweeted in a while, huh?
I always say a white dude with confidence walking anywhere. Y'all can get into anything.
Well, I mean, we started with the tunnels, the Amtrak tunnels where the Mole people lived. And you walk along the Riverside Park near me.
Oh, so that's
near me.
Right.
And then you have to walk pretty much on the side of the West Side Highway, but over the barrier, but you're right next to the little wall, the little 2-foot wall.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's a rat hole for the people that still like to go down there. And you slide down this thing and go, am I going to be all right just sliding into this rat hole that could barely fit you? And then it opens up to the tracks. And you're on this gravel hill. And then you get to the bottom of that and you're like, holy
This is in the 80s and the 70s, 80s on the West Side?
70s.
Wow.
Mid to upper 70s on the West Side Highway.
Yeah.
A little hole. And the NYPD and other people are always covering up the holes, but they're always making a new one. And then you slide down.
Right into the tunnels.
And then there's a whole world down there.
Now, there's a couple buildings right there on the West Side that have their own tunnels that were built back in the day that led to the harbor. That led to the water. Yeah.
I don't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've seen...
You see all those, there's a lot of those buildings, big buildings up in like the 90s, 80s, 100s.
Okay.
And they had their own walkway.
All the way down to the river.
All the way to the river.
That's what that was?
Yeah.
Because when you're walking the tracks, you do see some of that shit.
Yeah. That's private fucking owned walkways from their mansions to the water.
And they're not open anymore.
Some are still, they're not like, you can't use them, I guess, but they're still there.
When I was walking the tracks, I didn't actually see them, but you see them on the other side when you're just in the park.
They showed on Secrets of New York.
Wow, I want to check that out.
How gangsta is that you got a house on a hill and your own private fucking tunnel to the water?
Creepy tunnel to the water. That I would love to explore.
Me too.
But the graffiti down in the tunnels is pretty amazing. I'm not a graffiti guy in general, but there's some pretty sweet pieces down there.
I guess it's protected from the elements.
Yeah, I videotaped all that a few years back with you. Yeah, I was down there scared.
Oh, I would love to go down there.
And every once in a while, an Amtrak train would come flying through. You're like, holy fuck.
Did you see people down there still?
We were trying to find one lady that's still down there that has supposedly, I'm trying to remember how many, like 30 or 40 cats. I think they call her the cat lady or something. And
well, that's a good name.
And
yeah, that works.
And it was really dark. And we just had a little flashlight, barely. He didn't have the proper equipment. I'm like, thanks, Moses. Jesus, we're finally down here, and we could barely see our hands in front of us. And then he's calling up to this area that has kind of a place, I guess you could, put yourself. And she lives up there. And
like a loft type of?
And he's calling out her name, and she didn't call back. So he's like, she must be above ground right now doing her stuff. Whatever her stuff is.
Or dead, and a corpse is getting eaten by fucking 1,000 cats.
Right. I didn't see any cats, though, either, to be honest with you. But it was creepy. It was like this ledge that we looked up at. But I couldn't really see the ledge. But he said, yeah, she's up there somewhere.
How many years ago was this?
Well, I did it a couple of years ago. But, I mean, the mole people were, I don't know.
They were huge at one point, right?
Yeah, to the early 90s, I think they made it. And then they finally... There was estimates that there were thousands of people down there.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, here's some of the old school pictures if you go online. If you just put NYC mole people into the search. I mean, they had some sweet setups. Look at that. They're pretty happy. They got a full king-size bed.
Wow.
Doesn't look dirty at all.
Yeah. And it's free rent.
Free rent, and then they figured out, like I said, how to get showered. Look at that. Wow. That's a pretty sweet spot right there.
What?
Crates for all their stuff. The floor looks pretty clean.
The floor is wet.
Oh. I mistook that for shiny.
I thought it was shiny too. That's water?
You thought that was shiny, right? Like they're polishing up their living space. Oh, that's water. All right, well, that's a different story.
That's a big bed, though.
That's a nice bed. And then, there's some of the graffiti. I took pictures of a lot of that. They're destroying all the graffiti because people are just assholes. And they have the grates. From above, from the park, that light up these areas like you're in a museum almost. And then some of the really sweet pieces are right in that light. And everything else is dark. But then all of a sudden you'll see this light coming through from above, and then they have a nice little, piece on the wall.
Oh, that's dope.
It was pretty fucking cool, but then assholes have to like tag their shit and
over it
and go over it, and it's not like it used to be back in the day. I would assume. And then Moses said, "Hey man, I got a surprise for you," and he's like, "I'm waiting for the sun to go down a little lower," and then we show up at the Chrysler building. He goes, "Just be cool, don't say a word, just follow me." And I'm like, "What?" And I have 2 small kids at home.
Right.
I would do this shit when I was single, and then but I got taken away. I could have easily got arrested. And then he says his name, and they look on a list, like, all right. And then next thing you know, we're both through the gates in the elevators. And then we go up as high as you can, and then we run into the stairwell to go up another, it's been a while, like 12 stories, I think, in the stairwell.
Yeah.
And then we're in this area that's a little secure.
Right.
And he figured out a workaround.
It was locked.
And next thing you know, I'm looking up at him. He's like 20 feet above me. And he goes, "Hey, man, go to that, the door that was locked. Go over there. We're good now." So I run up another flight of stairs. He opens up the door, and now we're in the spire. And then we go up these tiny little ladders. The ladders were maybe 18 inches wide.
Right.
Red ladders. I remember they were red. And then we had to climb. You climb about 20 feet, and then you're on a tiny little platform. And then there's another ladder that goes up another 20 feet to another tiny little platform.
It's like a crow's nest in a fucking clipper ship.
I think we went at least, at least 150, maybe 200 feet up with these ladders, at least.
To the small window?
And then we went as high as you can. And now the space in the Chrysler building is not even as big as this room. It is tiny. It's like... You could definitely extend your arms like this and touch both sides. And there was one window, and there was 4 little windows. And I shot a little video up there. Most people that know this show have seen it.
Where's the video?
It's on my YouTube channel.
I gotta check that out.
It was creepy.
How many people you think actually been up there before?
Maintenance guys changing light bulbs and shit. But I guaranteed maybe once a year they go up all those tiny little ladders. Maybe. The windows were broken up there because when you see it from the outside, you're like, oh, that's a pretty sweet. But there were cracks and holes in the tiny little triangle windows.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Climbing to the top of the Chrysler
You can't
building.
see it from that far away, so they like, fuck it, why even fix it?
It was amazing. And then we got out of the building and no one even knew we were in there. I was like, holy fuck.
Was this before 9/11?
No!
What the fuck is this city doing?
No, man. It would be
Everything's vulnerable.
It would be a great place to bring a girl. Here.
Oh, yeah, you can take a little shorty rock up there.
Here, go back. This is Moses.
Way above the observational deck.
This is the highest actual floor.
Right.
Like the doors, the stairs, and here, there's the door. But you can see we're not at the top.
And what, we have to follow these ladders?
Up the ladders, up some more ladders, up some more ladders, up two cross beams.
Oh, look at the inside of that shit.
Still got to go all the way up there. Up these ladders. Damn, came from here.
And I'm just showing the viewers I'm climbing. Every once in a while I stop climbing to try to shoot a couple seconds of video.
Now, how many stories are we talking here?
Well, what, with the ladders?
No, what?
I think it's been a couple of years, but I think we climbed the ladders for at least, like I said, about 200 feet, probably.
So how many floors?
There's about 10 ladders, I think.
Oh, 10 ladders to go up?
Yeah, they're really secure and sturdy.
That's crazy.
But I was a little creeped out. I had a camera that I was so I was climbing with one hand, one arm.
That's a bunch of fucking extra space at the top of that building.
All right, and here we are at the very top.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I think everybody should be allowed to see this and do this. Like, we're up here on this higher the fucking tree.
I think everyone should be able to do this.
It's like kind of nothing more iconic. I can look.
So everybody should better do it.
Across 42nd Street right now.
And that's me.
Tiny little crawl space at the top of the Chrysler building.
But the thing is, like, if I were here on a mountain right now, standing just like this, nobody would think it was dangerous. No one would think twice.
Right.
Nobody would be like, what are you doing? It's only because it's like a building that people get uptight, but man, this is like cooler than a lot of mountains.
And then when it goes through the little trap door.
Look at how tiny that door is.
Tiny.
This is unbelievable.
And then I was left alone up there for about a minute.
Look at the window. Oh, that's crazy.
Looking right out one of the windows to the Hudson River.
Amazing.
Whew. Look how small this room is.
So it's a window on each side. Oh, wow.
It's like it's all broken, the window.
Yeah.
That was it, pretty much.
I wonder if it snows and rains in that motherfucker.
Honestly, I was so fucking scared that I didn't shoot video properly. I like shooting video, and I'm not scared in general. I fuck around with homeless people and this and that, and just.
Were you scared because it was so high up, or
I was scared because at any
busted?
moment I'm like, there's gonna be someone going, "Hey, what are you doing up there?"
Yeah,
like old school when you were a kid,
and nobody came.
No one.
Isn't that scary to you?
And then I'm like, all right, now we're out of the ladders. Okay, now we're back in the stairwell, but this is still illegal. No one's really allowed in the stairwell. The stairwell obviously different than the ladders. And then we got to the elevator, and I'm like, okay, now we're going down to the lobby. We're all dusty. It's dirty as fuck.
Right.
And then I'm walking out, just waiting for that shoulder on your.
The hand on your shoulder.
The hand on my shoulder, and it never happened. And then I'm outside the Chrysler building. Now I'm expecting they're going to chase me down the road. That doesn't happen. And then I finally get in a cab. I'm like, I guess I'm good. And then I had to sit on that video for a really long time.
Did they not have like video cameras up there, like security cameras up?
I guess not.
Why'd you have to sit in the video for a really long time?
The promise I made with him, he was putting out a book on some of his urban exploring.
I see.
Yeah, he went to the top of the pyramids once illegally.
Well, he just walked.
Yeah, there's a picture of that somewhere. It's an amazing view. They climbed up there. There was
from the inside?
No, outside. But he was on the point, basically. Wow, that's the high as you could go. And
you were supposed to go, or you were supposed to walk.
I guess there was a time they let you, climb the pyramids, and then they finally shut that shit down and said no more.
And he still went up.
I think so. I think it was after that. Yeah.
That is that's impressive.
But we also went to the old observation deck of the Chrysler building. Back in the day, they had a little observation deck.
Oh, well, where's
it? Gargoyles and stuff.
Right. That floor.
I was in that area, and he figured out through his social networking that there was an empty office there now. So we climbed in. Did we climb in? No, the door was unlocked. And it was just empty office space that just happened to be the area with the decks and the gargoyles. And then we opened up a window from above and, crawled out the top of it and jumped down. And then this fucking asshole not the gargoyles, the eagles. He went on one of those.
He got on the back of it?
Oh, you want to see this?
Oh, this motherfucker's a psychopath.
Now I'm just bragging to Sherrod. I know.
How many floors up was this?
This is like a fucking. This is nothing. This is before the spire, but it's still way the fuck up there.
That's way the fuck up.
Look at the empty office. I videotaped this too. I'm like, we're gonna get caught.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Here's the eagle. You're looking down toward ground zero. The sun is going down, and look at this fucking guy. He decides,
no.
Oh my God. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep. Just right on the eagle head.
This dude is crazy.
Dude, when I was filming this, top of the Chrysler building, actually here in New York City.
This guy here is Nelly, or I guess now.
Full disclosure, he gave me extra video that I could throw on my video. He's a nice guy.
Right.
Because he went up there a bunch. He used to pretty much take tours up there over and over again.
And they just let him in the building? He just walked right in?
Because he had a way.
He had a way.
He had a way.
He walked like he belonged, like he knew he belonged.
He had to wait every 6 months. He had to wait every 6 months for a cleaning. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway. So, this is the one I filmed, though.
Right.
And as I'm filming this, I had an anxiety I've never had anxiety attacks ever in my life.
Right.
As I'm filming what you're about to see, I had an anxiety attack because I saw in my mind him falling.
Oh.
And then I'm up here like, how do I explain this?
And how
at least I have video that proves I didn't push him.
And how would you get back? Would you know how to navigate your way back down?
Well, at this point in the Chrysler building, this was easy. Right. This was way before the ladders and everything else going up to the spire.
What is this psychopath about to do?
Wait till you see this. I think you'll feel the same shit I did. And to this day, every once in a while, I get anxiety attacks when I'm starting to fall asleep at night. I go back to this moment. Because play it. There's a moment where I see where he almost slipped.
Oh, my God, no.
Almost.
No!
Or maybe it's just in my mind.
Let's see this fucking thing.
Here's Nelly. Oh, that's Maud.
He names the Eagles.
It's just like, you see shots of this. You see Margaret Ford widescreen pictures. You see, Will Smith jumping off of them. And you're just like, you see him from the ground. You're just like, what would it be like to be here?
You see the asbestos on his head, by the way, from all the climbing we did.
Oh, man.
So I'm just taking video, dramatically looking down at the streets of New York from my spot.
That's an incredible view.
You always have to kind of give a kiss to Maud.
So he wants to kiss the eagle's head.
Oh, my God.
That is slippery metal.
Oh, my God.
And he climbs over the light.
What's this dude doing?
And watch, when he turns around, this is where I feel like he could have slipped.
Oh, my God.
Right? There.
Oh, my God. This dude is nuts. This dude, and you hear it cracking and shit?
Yeah, because it's that shiny, slippery metal shit.
Oh, my God.
Because it's not meant to go walking out on.
Right, it hasn't been maintained. There's no reason to maintain that metal.
And then, nice picture, great shot. And then he had to do it again with the wind. That's what you're hearing, the wind as he did it again.
That dude's insane, man.
This is how insane he is, by the way. That last shot I didn't get properly because he didn't give a fuck if I was filming or not. He just wanted to go out there. Yeah, keep going, because then you have him sitting out there just chilling out. Look, he's just sitting.
Oh, shit!
He gave me those pictures to pump up the video as well.
Oh, shit.
Full disclosure, yes. He's just sitting out there.
Oh, man.
Meditating or whatever the fuck he's doing.
He's not afraid of heights, this dude.
I like the guy, but I had to go, you know what? You know what? I'm done.
It's too much.
He's like, what do you want to do next? There's, I could take you to that old subway stop that they closed down 100 years ago or whatever. You've heard of that one.
Oh, the one, the secret one?
Yeah, it's pristine. They used to use it. They closed it up, but these urban explorers go there. He goes, but we got to time the trains, but I got to figure it out. We'll have about a minute after, I'm trying to remember, but after the 2 goes by, then you got 90 seconds to run on the tracks to get to the other platform before the 1 comes by.
See, that's too much.
And I'm like, Moses, I love you. But But we're done.
I say still use them.
We're done.
Put a GoPro on that son of a bitch.
We're done.
From the safety of your own home, you can have the video.
If he wants to make videos for my channel, I would love to, post them, of course.
I think that'd be dope, like the Urban Explorer video.
Then he's telling me about other shit in Brooklyn, but you got to watch out for the night guard who has a gun. I'm like, what? A gun? I'm not, no.
But there's so many places in New York where it's just, I watched The Secrets of New York on a fucking.
I love all that shit.
It's great. That's why I learned from that fucking tunnel from the houses of the mansions.
And then the one where the sewer system is an old river, that one you want to take me into.
Is that down by Monetta Lane?
Something. You got to take out you got to go in a manhole cover, but they know the certain one to go in, and then you got to crawl through some tunnels, but it's an old river, really.
It's just like Monetta Lane right next to the Comedy Cellar. That street, Monetta Lane.
Okay.
It's a river that runs under it that goes out to the river. It goes out to it's like a little fucking stream.
I think it is in that area.
It's that same stream that runs under there. Like when it's muggy down there, you can feel the fucking water evaporating up at that block.
Yeah. So I love all that shit. What was the other one? And then there's an alleyway that I went to. I think it's called Maiden Lane. I think it's a book I read on rats.
Right.
And they talk about the rats in this one area way downtown. And I went, but I didn't see anything. But they say you go there, and it's just fucking. Maybe they finally figured it out, but it's just ridiculous how many rats are down there.
Really?
And they come out and all the trails and this and that as they're looking for food. Yeah, back in the day, it was brutal.
The cities are fascinating. It's fascinating shit.
I'd like to go explore a little more, but maybe a little more on the up and up.
Yeah, with like people, not sneaking to do it.
Because, we know enough people. There was one guy that the NYPD was supposed to take me way down, where he says where the rats are as big as fucking dogs. He goes, it's scary. He goes, but we'll get you the proper equipment and stuff if you want to go down. Because supposedly the subway systems go way the fuck down.
I would go down there.
They go
down
like hundreds of feet for whatever. They have other stuff down there that they have to maintain. And they're like, we'll take you down there, but you got to be brave because the rats, you'll see the rats and they're aggressive and they're fucking big.
Oh, my
Can you imagine?
God.
Not at all. I sort of wanted to do that.
I want to go.
But in a way, I'm glad it never,
Let's do it.
Never happened.
I can't handle that stuff. I don't know how you can
Let's
do it.
explore, baby.
Yeah. Oh, and yes, Lady Trucker. He wanted to take me up to, one of the top of the bridges like they do. You've seen some of those videos?
Like the top of the Brooklyn
I
Bridge.
wasn't fucking brave enough to do that. There was either the Brooklyn or the Manhattan.
Remember those guys like a few months ago climbed up to the top of the Brooklyn Bridge and changed the flag?
Yeah.
Put a white flag up.
But they've been doing that for years without getting caught. If you know anything about these urban explorers, the underground, they've been doing that shit forever. And then they get kind of pissed off when someone gets caught because it fucks it up for everybody else.
Right.
Because they're really stealth when it comes to doing this shit.
And who's really policing that? Nobody's really policing it. They'll police it after the fact. But nobody's got the eye open for somebody climbing up the bridge.
Yeah, I think they wanted to get some more laws on the book, though, to make it a serious crime, to stop some of this shit.
You can't do that anymore. You can't.
Not as much.
Not as much.
But if you go in the Amtrak tunnels where the mole people used to live, we saw so many people down there just with their cameras. It's just a place to go.
Really?
Yeah, and they're taking pictures and shit.
They're going to do tours down there soon.
Not a lot, but we probably saw about 10 to 12 people. They all had cameras, and they were asking questions like, hey, we're looking for the murals. We're looking for this. We're looking for the exact area.
And I'm sure those tunnels connect to other shit and other things and under.
Well, I walked from about 74 all the way up to Grant's Tomb in Harlem.
Wow.
How far is that?
That's about
at least
40 blocks?
More than 40, I think.
40 or 50 blocks. And like 125th or somewhere.
Oh, okay. Yeah, call 125th. All right, so 50. Let's go 50 blocks underground. Underground, and then we pop out.
I would do that.
It was cool.
I would definitely do that.
I think I might squeeze through that tunnel one more time.
Did you ever think you were going to get lost down there?
Nah, because it was.
I definitely want to go through that rat hole and come.
And like he said, I saw offshoots here and there, but no. But we played it pretty straight.
Did you think a crazy guy was going to come out and get you?
Yeah, that was creepy.
Yeah,
because we had the flashlight, so we're at a disadvantage. Like if anyone wants to do us harm, they could be just waiting.
Right.
Oh, they can see you coming.
You're a target.
Creepy, but we really didn't see any homeless. Really, the cat lady wasn't there. We called on her, and there's other explorers with their cameras just trying to get pictures down there.
I wonder how many people still live down there now.
I don't know.
You don't think
there's
too many?
A few. I didn't see anything. You know, I wish I had a better story. Like I saw actually where they were living, but I didn't see that one ledge. Maybe there's a few people up there.
Was it summertime when you went? Or?
Summertime. No. I think it was.
Fall.
Yeah, and you know what? Just from my sunset fucking video picture, I know what time of year it was. Yeah, it was fall.
Fall.
Because it moves up the river. The sun just goes more and more up. It was more downtown. The sunset. Yeah, so it was like, I think it was like fall. I want to say October or November, if I had to guess.
And you went up to Grant's tomb, and was it the tunnel? Would it go further?
Down below.
Down below.
Now it's just a track. That's not
track.
Underground anymore.
Right, just that track, right.
It pops out, but there's all sorts of fences. I'm like, well, how the fuck are we getting out of this area now?
Right.
And then we had to climb up a hill, and that's why I know it's Grant's tomb, because we climbed up this really steep hill.
That's right.
All of a sudden we pop up at Grant's tomb. I'm like, wow.
And that train flies by there, too.
Man. It was fucking creepy when the trains went flying by. We were safe, but, I mean, you're way closer than usual to trains. So, I don't know. I hope this wasn't too much babbling.
That was great.
No, it's really interesting.
Yeah, I haven't talked about that in a while. And I'm in touch with Moses Gates every once in a while.
What's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing.
Still breaking it in.
He's legitimately like an urban planner. He's not just a nut, right? Isn't that what he does?
Wow, you're good, Eric. Yes. He's an urban planner. He's in that whole world.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so it's not like he's just a crazy guy.
Right. Well,
he knows these things.
He's a little crazy. You saw him go up on...
Yeah, he's definitely crazy. He went up on that fucking eagle's head with the wind blowing.
We've all been on some of that metal that they kind of just shape, and it's always slippery. There's no real grip to it. That's what he was standing on. And you see when he had to, like... turn around perfectly, or he would have a problem
with the light between his legs.
Dude, I just had an anxiety attack as I said that. A quick one.
Oh my god!
A quick one. My heart just went. Yeah.
I couldn't tape. I don't think I could tape him doing that shit. Like with the video, I couldn't.
I was just like, what did I get myself into? I thought this was.
If he fell off it and died,
what did? I think I would have put the golf bag down like in Caddyshack and just walked away. I think I would have just walked away.
That is, oh my god!
Let them come for me, and then I'd have video proof, and I would just go. Well, I didn't know what to. I
just panicked.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, so I went home.
Even if you had video proof, you weren't supposed to be there anyway. Like even though
you would have been arrested.
Yeah, you would have been arrested.
I would have got a lesser charge.
Yeah.
Though.
It's not like murder. It's not like they think you pushed them off. You have proof about that, but you're still in a part of a building.
I'll tell you, I think that's at least 2, maybe 3 years ago now, and for a really long time, I was just expecting someone to knock on my door, like, hey, we got to talk to you about this.
Yeah.
And then I put the video up on YouTube. I'm like, they got it.
And nobody said anything?
Nope. And then, well, I said it earlier, so I'll say it again. And then Moses, went one time too many, and they got him. So I think they were finally...
They waited for him upstairs, or how they get him?
They just knew that if this guy comes through, grab him.
Oh.
They grabbed him. And then he wrote me, and I'm like, holy fuck.
Wait, what did he do?
He was all fucking freaked out. And then, and he went through the system. He's good now.
Okay.
He's good. But he was pretty freaked out for a little while there.
Moses Gates.
He was basically giving me the heads up. Look, they got me. They might fucking come a-calling. He was good that way. He's like, I'm just letting you know, man, they got me. And he was real nervous. And he's like, they might come a-calling for you. I don't know.
So did they have video of him coming before? Probably.
I don't know.
On a slow force.
I didn't talk to him about it in detail.
There's video of Moses and Opie in the lobby of the Chrysler building pretending to be painters. Hey, we got to go paint in this fire. Hey, we're going up there.
This fire.
We'll be right back.
Yes.
Walking with a big ladder.
Yeah, big fake mustaches. We got to go paint in this fire.
Let's say hi to Paul in the Bronx. Paul.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Ain't no big deal on those Eagles. Will Smith did it in Men in Black. Natalie Merchant did it.
Oh, come on.
But they did it connected to some shit.
Thank you.
Will Smith ain't walking out there.
Or that might have been some green screen shit.
Probably. He's not walking out there with some slippery Earl stepping on some aluminum fucking eagle's neck.
You'd notice his sneakers look slippery.
Yes.
They look slippery.
That dude's insane.
I actually did something on my own once. I had my wife and my kids in a stroller. I went to Fire Island Lighthouse.
Oh, wow.
And it had one of those, like, cheap little locks on the door that you could just slip a nail or a credit card and just pop it.
Right.
I just wanted to look inside.
Yeah.
And I give it a pop. The door opened right up. I'm showing, how cool I am, popping a lot. And all of a sudden, the whole island, a siren started going off.
What?
Wow.
Running like, oh, shit. There. I knew the marshals were coming after me, and they're like, oh, shit, I just set the alarm off. Come on, get the fuck out of here. Quick, run.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
Did they get you?
No, they didn't, man. We were scared for a while, but they're like, oh, we'll just look like little tourists, walking around with our kids. Ooh, what's going on? The alarm went off.
Played it off.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
I'm sure there's no cameras
We all
out
have
there.
it in us. We all have it in us. We all loved that shit
What do you
growing
wanna
up.
say?
I mean, if we found an old house, we were in that.
Yeah,
fucker.
definitely. Oh, I was in so many abandoned buildings playing tag.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, like junior high school, we used to get out for lunch.
Really?
And behind the school was like 4 abandoned buildings, and we used to go back in there during lunch.
Were you ever scared?
We were scared all the time. One time we were playing in there, and my boy, Sam, he was a fat kid. That motherfucker fell from the 3rd floor through the 2nd floor to the 1st floor.
No, come on.
And we all jetted. And then the ambulance came and got him, but he was fine. They took him to the hospital.
Yeah.
But we didn't stick around for that shit. He fell right through the fucking floor, man.
But that would slow your speed.
Yes.
Hitting each individual
He was
floor,
like, but he could have had something stabbed right up in him. There's a whole bunch of shit.
For real?
Yes. We were in like 7th grade.
Wow. Was that?
You dropped the golf bags?
The golf bags?
Yeah, dropped the golf bags. You also dropped the golf bag.
I dropped the golf bag, all right.
And walked away.
We ran.
Was that
jetted?
Was that in the Bronx?
And here's the funniest part of the story. When he hit the bottom floor, he landed in dog shit.
Oh my God. Insult to injury.
He had dog shit all over his shirt and back, nigga. It was classic.
That's hilarious.
Boy. Good talk, man.
Hey, Paul, thank you, buddy. Thanks for listening to us. I appreciate that a lot. Was it the Bronx?
No, it was Brooklyn.
Okay, because I've been explaining the Bronx to my wife, because we go that way home sometimes, cross Bronx Expressway.
Right.
And back in the day, remember all the burnt out cars?
Yeah,
You're old enough to remember the burnt out cars, right?
When they look like Ford Apache, that fucking movie.
That's where they would chop shop that shit.
Yeah,
and then whatever was left, they would drag it to the Cross Bronx Expressway and leave it there.
Yeah, that's when all the stolen cars went to the Bronx.
Or if you were unfortunate enough to break down on the Cross Bronx Expressway and I think I'll go to this exit ramp and, find a payphone, and you come back and there's nothing left.
Nothing left. Cinder blocks and a steering wheel.
Right. No use for the steering wheel?
No use for it.
That's
back when New York was going through a lot, though.
But then I try to explain to her all those buildings were abandoned.
Yeah, burned down.
And then New York decides, you know what, this is ugly. This doesn't make us look good. So they would put wood on the windows and then paint
flowers and stuff. Yeah.
To make
curtains.
You remember all this, right?
By Yankee Stadium.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They do that in Philly, too, sometimes. I see that in Philadelphia and Baltimore.
But not in New York anymore.
Not in New York anymore.
But when we were growing up, yeah, because you would be going to the Yankees game, and I guess they didn't want you to see how bad the city really was. So they would try to make these buildings look nicer than they were, like maybe people are living in there. But it was plywood, and then they would paint shit on them to make them look like, nice windows.
It's lipstick on a pig.
I'm looking at these buildings going, all these buildings, they all were abandoned. Now they're all
worth millions.
You think?
I'm sure. Everybody's spread. Now, the city's growing like Tokyo, man. Everything's going to be Manhattan in a second.
Right.
So, yeah, all those, what they call the South Bronx now,
Oh, they came up with a name?
No, they got a name for it.
Like a Soho type?
Sobro.
Sobro?
That's South Bronx, yeah. They call it Sobro now. So prices go up. Real estate people pump the price.
There it is, Sobro. Oh, that's awesome.
Look how nice that is. Look at that.
I almost want to live in Sobro. Sobro. That's cool. How do you say it, though? Am I saying it right?
You saying it right. You know.
Sobro. Is that good?
I would pull back on it a little.
A little bit? Sobro.
That's better.
Yeah, there you go.
So do you end it with a question mark?
Well, yeah, you can. Look how it used to. Look at that shit.
That's the old...
same neighborhood.
1980s Bronx abandoned buildings, painted brick windows, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, everything's expanding now.
There's a Starbucks up there.
Starbucks.
And Sobro.
Yeah, there's clubs near Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I enjoyed going up to Yankee Stadium. I go once a year, thanks to the ticket lady.
The ticket lady is a very nice lady.
Well, it's lovely.
Oh, I hooked you up with my damn tickets. Maybe I can't go now.
No, you can't. She loved you. Remember, she loved you. Tell Opie I say hi. I love Opie.
I just don't like the Yankees, but the experience is awesome.
They're in first place.
Awesome. I don't care.
You're not a Yankee fan?
No, I never.
Do you like the Mets?
Yeah, I used to.
They're also in first place.
I used to like the Yankees a little bit.
I love them.
But
love the Yanks.
Mets.
I love the Mets, too. The Mets had the best parade in New York City history, as far as I'm concerned. 86?
86.
Everybody got to cut
parade.
school. That's when the cops was like this, get out of school. Where you going? You know it's a parade? It's like, holy shit.
Well, one of them. Who missed the parade? Was it Darryl Strawberry or Gooden? I get those two guys mixed up.
Gooden was knee deep.
And not because they're two black guys. It's because they were both into the exact same shit.
Yeah, nose candy.
Was it Gooden?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. He was the one that was in the crack house when the parade was going on? He told the story on our show, actually, but I wasn't sure if it was good or
He told that story on the show?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that was him.
A little bit.
If none of those players were on drugs, they would have won 3-4 fucking World Series championships.
I mean, they had all Darryl Strawberry and Gooden. You imagine what kind of numbers they had.
But Gooden was like 19, though, some shit like that, right? He was young when he got on the Mets.
Imagine what they would have fucking accomplished. Imagine.
Yeah, they would have got 3 or 4. I think.
And their stats would have been ridiculous. They're still pretty solid, but
they had a crew, man.
Strawberry's
they had good pitching too.
Strawberry, he could hit some home runs. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
All right. We are going to talk about Kelly Osbourne.
Osbourne.
We're going to talk about Diet Coke being as bad as cocaine. It mimics the effects of cocaine.
Diet Coke?
It's a big story today. I saw it on Fox News, and then I asked the boys to do a little research. And
what do you mean it mimics cocaine? Does it set off an orgy?
Well, if you...
If I get enough Diet Coke, I can get 2 Puerto Rican girls to go down on each other? Because cocaine does that.
So what you're saying is, what's wrong with that?
Exactly.
That's a hell of an ad campaign, by the way.
Yes.
Coach should embrace that.
That's funny. And then we got a groom suing his wife for fraud after seeing her without makeup for the first time.
Yeah, that's
some of those ladies. When that makeup comes off, you're like, wow,
you have to see them.
Completely different person.
Oh, yeah, you can't trust. How do you never see your woman without makeup on? Where do you?
I've never. My thing. I'm not saying it's bad. I never went for the woman that had a lot of makeup.
No, I don't like it.
Just a little bit.
I want to see your face and your skin.
A little here and there, but some women know how to do that makeup in such a way they do look really nice, but they also look like completely different people.
Yes, they change the cheekbones.
And this guy's saying, "Fuck that! This is not what I married."
That's why people, people have all these operations and all this makeup, and then they have kids and be like this. Whose kids are these? They don't look nothing like us.
Yeah, right.
It's like, yeah, because you don't look nothing like you.
Because you got rid of your big honker back in 1998.
Yes. I heard some dude divorced his wife because his kids came out ugly because he said she had plastic surgery and lied to him. He didn't know.
Really?
So he's like, why my kids look like this?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Why are my kids like this?
That's
and he
funny.
divorced her.
No kidding. Oh, we got another one of those type stories. Then we got a woman going blind. Should I leave it at that, and I'll tell you why she's going blind?
Yeah,
really? Should we do that, guys?
You're teasing, man.
You can't. You don't have to tease on satellite.
It's pretty
radio.
scary, though.
We already got you. If you're listening.
Right. I would tease.
And there was something else.
That's pretty scary stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot to do. Stay there. Sherrod Small killing it today. Jimmy's got a couple days of being a big shot.
Where is he?
He's filming something.
Jimmy's a Hollywood star now.
He's being a big shot the next couple of days. And he'll be back next week.
Okay.
And then he's got Seattle next weekend. So then I think he's bailing next Thursday. So I might have Sherrod back next Thursday.
I'm available, brother.
We'll figure it all out, right?
Why can't they figure out where this flap came from in this plane or not?
It obviously is from the plane.
They said the part, though, the flat part is on maybe like 10,000 planes. But they got to find the serial number to find out from that particular plane. Yeah.
We all know it's from the plane, right?
I mean, did any other planes go missing with that flap?
We're just waiting for confirmation. So why don't we be the ones on Twitter? Hey, it's been confirmed.
It's official.
Yeah, retweet us because we know.
I'll put it up.
Yeah, put it up right now. We have confirmation.
We have confirmation that
it's
that part
definitely
they found is definitely from from MH370.
Yes, the Malaysian Airlines.
Why not?
We're retracted if we're wrong. I think we're right.
No, because in the end, it's going to be the part, so we might as well be ahead of the curve.
The question is, where the fuck is the rest of the plane?
At the bottom of the ocean.
Hey, it's only been 500 days.
So soon?
I think that's at the bottom of the ocean.
That's scary.
And then you're just in your seat, and you're now a skeleton.
That's a part of a fish tank.
With a fucking seatbelt still all around your skeletal remains.
You're the backdrop of a fish tank.
Right.
You are.
And your jaw is at your feet now.
And it's fucking
or
shit
the
flying.
lower part of your jaw.
Swimming in all into your skeleton mouth and out your ear.
You know, I should have laughed. I know why you did it.
What?
When you said fish tank, I should have laughed. Because it's really funny. I don't know why I didn't react to that. And you're like, hey, dummy, I'm going to say it again. This is a good line. I know what happened there. I've been around long enough. That's a hilarious line.
It was a funny line.
I don't know why I just didn't acknowledge that.
Hey, it happened.
You're part of a fish tank. It's great.
Because you had a joke in your head and you were just waiting to get it out there.
I was waiting for Eric to give me a joke.
Eric.
That's how this works.
I'm doing my best over here.
Eric types very slowly to Opie.
No, it's hilarious. You're just part of a fish tank. See, now I'm really enjoying it. It's really funny. Can you imagine how creepy that is?
It's creepy as shit.
Because, I mean, there's a possibility most of them are, I don't know how it hit the water, but I would assume part of the plane is intact to the point where there's a bunch of people still in their seats with seatbelts.
That kind of shit, like that imagery freaks me out. Even when I see a plane doing something they don't supposed to do.
Right.
Remember that plane like skipped, like somebody turned off the wrong engine and it went over the highway and went to the water?
Oh, yeah.
That's some of the scariest footage I ever saw in my life.
Of course.
I don't care if you're on the plane or on the ground. It's like, why is there a plane 2 feet from my face?
Right. Didn't it hit the top of the car? Or was it a cab, I think?
I think it came real close to it. Or
I think that one hit.
Oh, one sliced?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. The wing, I think, hit the top of the car.
If you're driving and you see like a plane coming at you, like you see the belly of a plane turning, that would freak you the fuck out.
Well, I mean, when you were driving down the New Jersey Turnpike or out toward LaGuardia, those fucking planes come right over your head some days.
But that shit, you can see it falling.
I know this is even crazier. I think it hits this car. Yeah, see?
It does hit the car.
It slices the top of the car. That guy is fucking lucky. It pushes his whole car into the guardrail.
What is that?
I said again, boom, and he goes flying into the guardrail. Yeah, it sliced the whole top of his it looks like a cab.
That's some of the scariest footage. That's like that footage is...
Yeah, that's just dead weight falling. It does, right?
Yeah, it looks like a movie.
I think we questioned it when it first hit. Like, come on, that looks fucking fake.
Look at the car. He lived?
Yeah. Yeah, he made it. Yep, the people in the car were fine.
And that's the plane right there in the water?
Yep, that's it.
Lord have mercy.
And that's it.
Lordy.
All right, let's get the Kelly Osbourne clip on. So, was she on The View?
On The View.
Yes. Kelly.
She's been known to say a thing or two. That's why I was really surprised when she took a stand on, what's her name? I know her as Panface. The broad from E.
Juliana Rancic.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so embarrassing, because Kelly just quit E, said, she's talking about my friend, she's a racist. Right. And she was working with Juliana all these years.
Right.
And then it's turned on her. And now you came out and said something triple times more racist than her.
You know, do you think what she said was racist at the time?
It was racist in a way that it was ignorant. Like, it's an ignorant thing to say.
Was it? I mean, you know,
everybody shouldn't talk about grown people stuff on TV.
Patrice, I think, was the one that actually taught me about this a bit. Like, I always just thought everything was racist when you talk about, controversial stuff like this.
Right.
But then he's like, no, there's, what was that? It could be racial, but not racist.
Right.
And I think he was the first one that really got that thought in my head, like, oh, okay. Because I think she was going for a line that leans racial, but I don't think she was being racist.
Right, but you know what? She was trying to lean and make a point with Donald Trump being racist over his Latino comments, but she said it in a way...
No, I'm talking about...
who you talking about?
Panface.
Oh, Panface. She was talking about the hair and the patchouli oil,
right,
and the smell, but then she was doing a joke that somebody wrote in the back and whatever.
Right, and Kelly knows that, too.
Yes, but Kelly still took that as an opportunity to say, She's a racist. I'm over this. That girl's my friend.
I can't be part of this.
Right.
Yeah, that had more to do with the fact that it was I guess she's friends with the person than.
But you play holier than thou and
standing up for racism. I don't think that was her number one reason for doing that.
So what would Kelly say to her Mexican friends now? That they can only wash toilets. Even if people at the table was like this, a rumph.
She also says it with such confidence, like she's about to make a great point.
Yes.
And is so unprepared to back up her point.
Yeah, let's hear this from Mediaite.
It's so uncomfortable.
There are a lot of Latinos here in this country that do agree that the immigration problem is a problem, and it does need to be addressed, and it does need to be fixed.
Interesting.
But making those comments, those racist comments, do not help.
And if you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying.
The beginning of the end.
Not a good recovery.
The confidence. She was expecting a moment like, like she's going to get an applause break. And,
like, Trump, we're going to be cleaning your toilet, you motherfucker.
It just sits there like a bad
It's like when you're telling a joke and you get nothing.
Wow. What was she trying to say? That
I have heard other people make the point that immigrants do menial jobs.
They do the jobs that we don't want to do.
Right.
Some people say that kind of shit.
And I think she was trying to repeat what other people have said, but in the worst way.
In the dumbest way.
Oh, can you go back? I got to hear that again.
And if you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying
there's more jobs to be.
Latinos
are not only the only people.
I didn't mean it like that. Come on. No, I would never mean it like that.
Okay.
I'm not part of this argument with...
I think what you're saying is that Trump himself probably relies on a lot of these people that he's insulting.
Stop trying to dig her out.
The enabler. I hated an enabler
now, if Trump
on a TV
said that
show.
Shit, if Trump did the same shit she just said, they would have. Trump's got to be stopped.
Of course, and they wouldn't have helped him out.
No,
I hate the enabler on TV shows. Maybe in your personal life, it's
It's close.
No, it's never good. What am I talking about?
Sometimes you need somebody to believe in your bullshit, but this was on television. Raven Simone was like this. I can't even.
The confidence, like she's like, you know what I mean? I'm like, no.
Who's gonna make your tacos? Somebody else said that.
But somehow toilet is the worst.
It is the worst.
Clean your toilet,
Donald Trump.
Yeah,
we all know that's what they're good for. Duh.
Oh, it comes from such a fucking elitist fucking position, and this is a girl. God bless. Listen, we all love Ozzy Osbourne. Get his kids to shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Okay? The kids got to shut up.
You deal with Jimmy on that one.
I mean, the kids got to shut up.
You deal with Jimmy.
Look, I love a Will Smith movie. Yeah. I hate Will Smith kids. I don't got to deal with your kids. Get your fucking kids out of here.
Wait a minute. I have to take issue. His kids seem very grounded, very normal.
I can't deal with people's kids. Get your kids out of here, man.
You're being called a doorknob. I haven't heard that in a while. Let's go to Marty in Seattle.
What's a doorknob?
Marty.
Hey, how are you?
Don't forget, Jim Norton's going to be there a week from, I think, Thursday night.
Yeah.
Finally coming back to Seattle to make up a date. But go ahead, Marty.
Hey, what I'm calling up to say is that what Kelly said, it's fucking true. And Sherrod, instead of just being a doorknob and saying it's horrible or whatever, it's a fucking true statement.
No, it's a true statement?
Well,
it is.
Well, they do all that.
Wait, is it a true statement that Latinos are the only ones that clean toilets?
It's not as far as only Latinos, but a majority of those Latinos that come over the border illegally, that can't fucking get a normal job, do those type of work. That's a huge population that's doing it. And what she said is fucking true.
Well, I actually don't. I don't care that she said it. By the way, but we all know, the times we're living in. So,
but
she's going to get a lot of heat for saying that. And yeah, there are a lot that do clean toilets, but the point...
It's a lot of everybody who cleans toilets, though.
Yeah, and the point...
They don't have the market cornered on toilet cleaning.
The one point they made, but they, like you said, they gave up. They threw their hands up.
You have a tendency to drop in and jump on.
No, I just know if I hear it myself, I don't care what nobody else says. I don't care what anybody else says. If I see it and I think she shouldn't have said it, I'm gonna say she shouldn't have said that shit. And that's exactly that was the worst example. If you're on somebody's side, if somebody was defending me. If somebody was defending
Marty,
you're talking over everybody.
Are we gonna have a conversation, or you want 20 minutes to do a radio show? Because I could do that too. I don't give a fuck. I'll give you 20 minutes. I'll put you on the clock. But let Sherrod, say something.
Yeah, if somebody was defending me and came out with the same comment, I'd be like this: "Thanks for trying to defend me, but I'll handle it myself next time." Because that sucked. Hey, who else want to clean the toilets? Why? How do you think that's a good thing? She could have just said, who's going to do these jobs? It's like a million jobs other than cleaning toilets. And cleaning toilet is not a bad thing. People clean toilets and send their kids to college. Period.
She said a general comment as far as, illegal immigrant. Most illegal immigrants do those type of work. And everybody knows who you're talking about.
But you know who else does that kind of work? Not illegal immigrants. Regular American citizens do that kind of work.
But there's a ton of illegal immigrants that are doing that work that are hired, and
I think
you know it.
I think people.
So what? It's a ton of everybody doing everything. You could say it's a ton of illegal immigrants doing prostitution. That means they're prostitutes.
I think what people are pissed off at today is the fact that she's basically saying they're only good for cleaning your toilet, and others would say, "Oh my God, Marty, let me at least get to the period." Others would say, "Look, yes, certainly they do a lot of the jobs no one else wants, but they're also doing other jobs."
Yeah.
And, they say making something of themselves in this country.
These same Latinos who clean the toilets, they also go to doctors who are also Latino. They got nurses who they're also Latino.
No, they got
accountants who are also Latino.
No, they go to Jew doctors. I think we all know that.
Jew doctor.
Well, here's the thing: the Latinos that you're talking about are educated and legal immigrants that have come over to this country. Sure, there's a ton of.
So what are you saying? You saying all the Latinos that clean toilets are illegals?
Most of them.
I don't think that's a true statement. That's not a true statement.
I don't know if that's true either.
That's not a true statement.
I don't have any stats in front of me, but I would bet money that's not true.
My biggest problem with this call is I don't understand the doorknob analogy.
Why is Sherrod a doorknob?
Oh yeah, what's that mean?
Sherrod irritates me.
But why did you pick the word doorknob?
Yeah, why doorknob?
Hey, that actually made my day. You can be related to me. We might be related.
We're irritating a lot of people today because I know I have my people that I irritate. Irritation in the morning.
I'm glad I got under your skin.
All right, Marty. Thank you, buddy.
All right,
buddy.
Love you, Marty.
Go see Jim Norton next weekend in Seattle. I don't even care if she said it. I really don't.
I care that she said it because she was trying to play holier than thou with Juliana Rancic, and now you put your fucking foot in your mouth.
Yeah, I care.
It's like, stop trying. Why was you so hard on Juliana?
I care as far as that goes. You're right.
So eat your own medicine.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is when people say this controversial shit on TV, I don't care in general.
Oh, no. It makes my day.
Both should have been allowed, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
But you're right. She was holier than thou, so maybe she deserves what she gets now. She's going to get some heat.
But an interesting twist on this is that Rosie Perez apologized.
My apologies, Kelly Osbourne. I took your point wrong. Trump, hashtag Trump Latinos, my bad. Your heart is so pure and righteous. I adore you.
Of course she wrote that. Rosie got beef with Trump from way back.
Right.
Remember they had beef?
No, what was their beef? I can't keep track of all of Trump's beefs.
She's a big dummy.
Me and Anthony were part of Trump's beef for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's not a big thing. If he has beef with us, then you know he has beef with a lot of people.
Oh, him and Rosie went at it like in video at each other.
I don't remember that one.
This was maybe like 2 years ago, a year ago.
I guess Kelly should have shut everyone up on the panel so she could have explained herself further.
Yeah.
Because that's all we really have to go on. The one thing where she said, well, I didn't mean it that way.
But it's like, what if he didn't mean it that way? It's like, why would we give you the benefit of the doubt and not give him the benefit of the doubt? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And plus, it's like, Kelly, stop talking about stuff like this. Do you even vote, Kelly Osbourne? Do you even vote Have you ever voted? I doubt she ever voted in her life.
Probably not.
Never. And definitely not in America. Is she an American citizen?
I don't know.
Shut up about politics. We already like your father. Just be quiet and coast.
I just love the matter-of-factness of it. She was like, all right, here it is.
She broke it on down.
Wow. Who is going to clean your toilet, Mr. Trump?
In the sense that...
I mean, that's a private conversation. Or on the stage doing jokes.
Right.
That's not a regular person. You shouldn't be saying that shit on live TV.
Well, I know what she was going for. I mean, you know, they do a lot of jobs none of us want to really do.
I get that. I know.
But the best part of this whole thing is her history, that she yelled.
Juliana. You knew what Juliana was going for, too.
You're right. She yelled and screamed, made such a big deal, and then made the same mistake.
You should have saw E! Channel yesterday when it was breaking down his story, and Juliana was up there. She stayed off the story too. She said the other two dudes handle it, but she was like, "I'm gonna take the high road."
But she made sure she was on camera.
Oh, she was smirking her ass off. It was so good.
I don't like her.
What's the like? But I like that in that situation.
She's not likable.
She's so not likable.
Then I watched some of that reality show of hers.
Oh, the her Bill.
What? Yeah, well, she puts herself out there in a way because she just desperately wants the fame.
Yeah.
What was the reality
talking about
show?
her dry womb and shit.
It was,
with the guy from the
Bill and Juliana.
It was brutal, some of the stuff she pushed out there, and you know she's just pushing it out there because that's, you know,
that
was the fast track to some more fame for her.
Yeah.
Speaking of fast track to fame, Kim Kardashian.
Bum, bum, bum.
She put out that dumb selfie book.
Oh, with the...
No one's buying it.
Good!
Finally.
Maybe the tide has finally turned on this fucking thing.
The whole family, because Bruce... see?
Yeah,
Caitlyn Jenner. The ratings dropped drastically from week 1 to week 2.
Oh.
Drastically. Like half the audience or something like that.
Oh, so the spectacle's over.
Yeah, man. Do you go back and see the same car wreck on the side of the highway?
But we just watched that plane crash again.
Opie's going to be apologizing in front of a podium tomorrow. He calls Caitlyn Jenner a car wreck.
You see a car wreck on the side of the road, you're like, wow, that's pretty impressive. But you don't take the first exit to go take a look at it again.
Or loop around.
Fuck no, I'm not apologizing. I'm trying to make my friend Sherrod Small laugh.
Well, you did it.
All right. That's all that's about.
So, the ratings dropped that drastically. I didn't know that.
I don't know the exact number.
They lost half.
It was half?
They lost half their audience.
Half.
The second week. And the first week, they said it underperformed.
I'm sure. God forbid. Listen, I watch the Kardashians. My girl watches that show, Kardashians.
It's on here and there.
Back in the day, Bruce was boring when he was Bruce.
Extremely boring with his dumb helicopters, model helicopters and golf, and what else? I don't even know what else. I don't know.
That's it. He tried to pretend like he had that crush on Angie Everhart. Remember they went golfing? Remember they went golfing?
Oh, right.
Yeah, you watch it too, huh?
A little bit.
Nick, you be watching that fucking Kardashian.
Part of something like that is so popular. So I try to dig in and go, why is everyone watching this?
Because girls are nosy. They love being nosy in other people's business.
They're hot as shit, but half the time they're on their phones, and the middle one is just
it's not the dudes.
Monotone all the time.
Oh yeah. I have AIDS. That's how we say it. Like, even if she told somebody she had AIDS, she'd be like this: I have AIDS.
I have AIDS. I thought, and for a while there, I thought she was the hottest one.
She was cute, but I tell you who's the hot one now.
She's the middle one, right?
She's the oldest one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Courtney's the oldest, then Kim, then Chloe.
Which is the big one?
That's Chloe.
That's Chloe.
Chloe's the youngest.
And she's
out of those three.
She has another father.
That's what they try to say. OJ.
Yeah, they try to say OJ.
I put money out there and everything. I was all in.
What did the OJ thing?
I got a little heat.
Oh, the people
put some money on the line. I said, prove that you have that Rob Kardashian's your father. I'll give you a whole bunch of money.
Oh, that's right.
Got some heat.
That's right. I remember that. And what happened? She never answered.
Well, of course not. I knew it was a cheap way to get a little heat.
She could have given it to charity, though. She could have answered and gave it to charity.
It was a cheap way. I'll admit it. But I got some heat.
That's amazing.
She definitely has a different father, in my humble opinion.
Well, she is.
She's a giant compared to her two sisters.
Yeah, she's the big one.
The bone structure is a little different.
She BBW.
She's got a little more.
What, running back? She got some. She actually can come out the backfield, run the ball, the fucking downhill.
If they gave her the ball during that last Super Bowl,
she's a fullback.
All right, she would have got the job done.
She would have got the touchdown.
Pete Carroll would be really happy right now.
She's like the refrigerator's Perry.
I wonder if Pete Carroll has slept one good night since.
No.
You think he's still thinking about that shit?
Of course he has to be.
I don't think it was a bad play. I think, whatever. It's 9 months ago, 8 months, 7, 6, whatever.
I think it was a bad one. Well, yeah, that Kylie. Is it Kylie that I think? No, what's the one that I think is hot now? The youngest one.
Kendall?
No.
I have to tell you, I have no interest in any of this.
Kylie's she's a cutie.
I've never seen the show. I don't care. I got nothing.
Well, nobody cares.
Yeah, but I don't even get that thing where you're like, oh, it's so bad it's good. Like, I just really,
oh no, it's so bad it's bad.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, and our audience doesn't give a shit, so we can move on.
But they will all fuck. Everybody in this audience would at least bang one Kardashian. I don't care if it's Rob, the fat one who sells socks.
Oh, Lamar fucked him. See, you know the show.
Yeah.
Lamar fucked him up.
Yeah,
he was all right before he started hanging out with Lamar.
Lamar was his big brother. Then he lost his brother, and he got,
Yeah.
He became brothers with a fucking a large pizza with everything on it.
And now they don't photograph him with the hot sisters anymore. Rob.
He stays away from the show.
Yeah. I hope what am I saying?
Now, what's going on with Lenny Kravitz? How about we get on that?
His penis fell out.
I mean, I'll say.
His penis fell out.
It fell out, right?
It's all the way out, this thing.
It's all the way out. I honestly didn't care enough. I saw that he was trending, and when you see some of these, people trending on Twitter, you usually click on it. The Lenny Kravitz, I don't know why. I didn't want to know why he was trending.
I think he did it on purpose. I think this is all planned.
Really?
I saw his penis.
How could you miss it?
I saw the uncensored penis picture.
Ain't this the uncensored penis picture?
Let me see.
This is uncensored, my man.
Let me see.
It's like his dick's pointing at me.
The video is great. You should watch it because he just crouches down and his pants just rip and it just flies out.
And he stays down there playing?
No, he immediately jumped up.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
That means you're not secure with what's going on down there.
He's fine.
Oh, he is?
He's fine.
Well, let me see.
His daughter was an
You're
audience.
Jewish. Let me have a shot at this. Is this American Woman, I think, right?
Yeah.
Where is this?
Come on, media. You're better than this.
Was that the part right there?
Move. Yeah, I think his legs are together now at the end.
I don't know.
Oh, that was fast, and then he realized it real fast.
Pull up the picture. He just emailed.
Right there.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of a...
That's hard because it's not
here's
hard.
the picture. Did you see this picture?
The quality of the video is rough.
Did you see this one?
Let me see.
There you go. This will wake you up.
Is it bad that I say, let me see? Let me see. Give me mine. Jesus. All right. Yeah. He's doing all right.
He's doing all right.
He's doing all right.
He's doing okay for himself.
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, that's funny.
He's not wearing underpants.
It's a little skinny, though, right?
That's what he get for wearing the skinny jeans, fucking leather pants.
The penis is a little skinny, right?
Well, I don't. It's hard to tell.
It looked like it's pointing at itself.
He's got the length, but he might not have the girth.
Maybe.
Might be a little short on the girth.
Oh.
Hard to tell.
He is half white.
Yeah, that's true.
Half Jewish.
Half Jewish.
More importantly.
What he don't have in cock, he makes up with his portfolio. There you go.
Yeah, baby. All right.
Yeah, but that's that was a quick. This picture looked like he was staying down there playing.
Right.
But it looked like he just popped right up.
It was a split second.
But damn, they got it.
Somebody screen capped that shit.
Yeah.
They got it.
Rocked out with his cock out. Literally, that's the headline.
Yes.
It was for split seconds.
But that's
And he didn't rock out with his cock out. As soon as he realized that he wasn't rocking anymore, he's like, I got to get up off the fucking floor here and figure out what I'm going to do, because I'm only halfway through American Woman.
He walked with his legs fucking squeezed together for the rest of the fucking car.
Who just tweeted? Did you just do the tweet?
Yeah.
You wrote Lenny Kravitz dong pic.
What's wrong with that? That's what it is. I know exactly what it is.
I know, but I like that title. Lenny Kravitz dong pic.
It's on the show's Twitter, Opie and Jimmy. Please start following us if you haven't, because we're really updating that aggressively now. So pretty much everything we've said on the show today, if it's a link that you need to see or a video, some of those videos we talked about earlier, they're all linked up on Opie and Jimmy. Wow, we're getting followers, too. Got another 1,000 in the last week. That's not bad.
Nice.
The numbers are moving up.
After people read Lenny Kravitz dong pic, we're probably going to get a lot more.
That's all we need.
All right, yeah. Little clickbait.
I mean, it's going to be good for him. His dick swinging.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, he's going to be in another fucking one of those dumb movies with that girl who's Amy's best friend now, Amy Schumer.
He tweeted a screen cap
Hunger Games
of Steven Tyler's text to him about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Saying, like, Jesus, no underwear and you're pierced? You never told me that. Steven Tyler texted that to Lenny Kravitz.
That's great.
Steven Tyler, no, he felt it in his mouth.
What does that mean?
That'd be sucking off Lenny Kravitz.
I still don't know what that means.
You know he bit down on that piercing before.
I cracked a tooth.
Oh, well, leather pants. Opie, have you ever?
Leather pants, yeah. Tried.
All right, how'd it work out?
Wasn't for me.
It felt what?
Short-lived. Long time ago, early 20s maybe.
Wore like a good pair where?
Tried. Stupid. Doesn't work on most guys or girls. Most of the time I see the leather pants, it looks uncomfortable and just ridiculous.
You got to have the right body as a woman to wear them.
Like Jim Morrison was able to fight. I think I was going through a Doors stage. I'm like, you know what? It looks good, Jim Morrison. Maybe I should try. Oh, short-lived. Yeah, no, I was done with that.
Yeah, I had a pair that I didn't really. And then I had like the half jean, half leather pair. Remember those?
That's a black thing.
See what I mean?
But it is.
No, you're right.
I don't know many white boys that did the leather/jean thing.
Well, I knew a couple, but it was like MC Search.
Well, all right.
It's like the whitest rappers.
That was more of a black style, I think.
Yeah.
It didn't come around our hood.
So you didn't wear the leather on the front and the jean on the back?
Never. And I really don't remember many people that did.
Yeah, I remember a bunch of people
in the white
did.
world.
Yeah.
I really don't remember. I mean, we're all about, ripped jeans and holes everywhere.
And like a fucking Zeppelin t-shirt.
Right. Yeah, but then, you guys do that now, too.
Yeah. I did it back then. I had the Zeppelin t-shirt back in
But you always
Boy
had
Scout.
rock and roll in you.
Yeah, I did.
Is that as rare as most people think?
No.
Black guys getting into rock and roll music?
No. Definitely if you play music, because you learned it playing it.
Oh, you played music?
I didn't play music, but my sisters played music and had music in the house. I was too lazy for it.
One of the most amazing, I shouldn't say that, I'm overselling it, but I went for a bike ride. I ride up in Harlem some days when it's really nice out.
Yeah.
There's so much more like people watching up there than just like the Upper West Side is boring as
Oh, I agree.
fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
So I got off my path one day. I'm like, I'm going to check out the neighborhood a little bit. And they were having some kind of church. Actually, this video's online too. It's not that great. I'm not going to.
Oh, you taped it?
So they were having some kind of church benefit thing.
Like a revival type of thing?
They had the street closed off.
Yeah.
And I'm the only white person. I'm like, all right, fuck, I'll take a slight chance here. Because I hear Led Zeppelin.
Oh, playing.
Yeah. And it was 4 black guys completely just overmodulated playing Zeppelin for this church fair. And then you got the
That's amazing.
The old lady church ladies that looked like they came right out of Central Casting for these movies, dancing along the Zeppelin. It was the weirdest fucking thing. I wish I was brave enough to stay, because I was like, I'm kind of not that stupid. I'm like, I know I'm sort of in an area I probably shouldn't be. If I'm probably good for a couple minutes, but if I'm filming too much, there could be a problem here.
Right.
I wish I stuck around, because it was fascinating. 4 guys playing Zeppelin like they heard of, like it was the greatest thing ever.
Oh, yeah. We all like the same.
Can you find that really fast for Sherrod? I don't know how I'd find it.
I'm telling you, it's more fucking area
channel.
and generational we'll be having common.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll try to find it too. Maybe if you put his Led Zeppelin in my search. We'll talk about the
And they were outside in the street playing it.
Yeah, man. The street was closed down. And I labeled it. I think I labeled it worst band ever or something. I think.
Oh, Opie, I wish those people would have beat you to death up there.
Worst band ever or something like that. Fuck, what was it? Oh, God. I hate when I do this because then I have a tough time moving on to other shit. Wait, I gotta find this. I gotta find it. It was so loud and so obnoxious. Am I gonna find it real fast? How much time do I got where people start fucking turning the channel?
5, 4,
really?
3.
We should play some music while we wait. What was the song we played at the beginning?
Oh, Baddest. That's what I labeled it.
Baddest?
Baddest. Just put Baddest and Opie Radio in the YouTube search. Quickly. Just give me the information for Sherrod.
Is that it?
Yeah,
that's it. There it is.
Right, this is fucking...
Don't thank me.
At first, I got to show the whitest family in a Geico commercial.
These stupid commercials. But look at the old church ladies trying to rock out. Like, they didn't know what this band was about. That's what I found funny. And they're trying to go with it because it's their church fair. And like, God, someone...
That bass sound good. Yeah, go ahead, Miss Mabel. Miss Mabel getting it in.
The lady with the cane.
The lady with the cane. You're like, this the devil music.
She's waving goodbye. She's had it.
This the devil. This is crazy. Wow.
A little taste.
It looked like it's from the 70s, this video.
It does, right?
Yeah.
Just the street closed off in Harlem. They're doing their little church fair.
Wow.
Oh, but the old lady's trying to go with it. She was the whole thing.
She came up there walking like an Egyptian. That's great.
For those listening who couldn't see it, that wasn't actually Led Zeppelin.
And that was all their distortion.
That
wasn't on our end.
Put that up on the website, you sons of bitches.
Putting it up.
That's all right.
Put it up, Opie.
Well, we did talk about it, so.
That was great.
Getting a lot of hits for the YouTube channel today.
I know they have some good barbecue up there.
I like it. I want you to take me around up there.
Yeah, we got to go. Yes.
Because I don't know. I find it fascinating.
Yes.
Harlem. I really do.
It is fascinating.
People are so much cooler up there.
Cool, nice, sweet.
But I don't want to be stupid either.
Food's amazing, but you don't want to be,
I don't want to be stupid.
Yeah, you're safe. A white dude walking by himself in any hood is the safest motherfucker on the street. Don't you know that?
I just go during the day.
If it's 2 white dudes together, you're going to get robbed. 3, you're going to get robbed. 1, safe.
Why 1 safe?
Because everybody's wondering, what does this white man know that I don't know? That he's walking around here so late.
Oh, I would never go late.
Oh, late or by himself?
Never late.
Or confident by yourself, I guess?
I mean,
white.
You see how white I am?
Yes.
I think the cutoff for me is like 3 p.m.
I can see it. I can see your bone marrow. I can see your bone marrow from here. That's how white you are.
That's how white I am. Man, that sun's got to be still pretty high in the sky when I realize it's time to get out.
I think you're good. I'm telling you, you're good. You underestimate your whiteness.
Oh, Paul in Jersey. I was fucking around. Tired of Opie bitching about YouTube commercials. It's called ad block.
Ad block?
Do you understand that I have chosen to put ads on my fucking YouTube videos, you silly goose, and then I make believe it's an annoyance.
It's a hassle. Yeah, you fooled them.
Don't you understand that, Paul?
Oh, Paul from New Jersey, you
Most
idiot.
People do. All right, what else? So Lenny Kravitz and his penis pops out. You got the Caitlyn Jenner losing the ratings. There's
losing the ratings in our show. Yeah,
we got the Diet Coke shit, and we also got the Well, I should tell the people, the woman going blind, she's going blind because she drinks 28 Red Bulls every day. Is that possible?
What? Wait.
I went through a Red Bull vodka stage for just for a moment, maybe off and on for a year. Holy fuck, I don't know how people do that.
The Red Bull, yeah.
And the vodka.
Oh, I
would be wired all fucking night when it was time to try to, sleep.
Yeah. It'll keep you up and keep you high.
It was good because, being an older guy and you wanted to party a little bit, it helped out.
It gets out of control, though. You got to do it. You can't drink it after like 10 p.m. if you want to get some sleep.
Yeah, but, it tastes so good. You're going for another one at 10 p.m.
How do you go blind from Red Bull?
If you do 28, she weighs 364 pounds.
You would never know that. You would think she would be a healthy person.
Is that her?
That's her.
Yeah, pink hair. She has claimed she's going blind after drinking 28 cans of Red Bull. Lena, 26, has gained so much weight from drinking 7 liters of the energy drink that her brain has swollen. What?
What the fuck?
No, her whole body's fat.
Yeah, why call her brain out on this, right?
You can't say my brain is swollen. Your whole body's swollen.
Yeah, your thighs are swollen, too. Why blame your brain for all this?
I've never heard of a swollen brain from drinking too much.
That's people in denial.
I never heard of a fat blind person who's in their 20s. Do you know anybody like that?
Well, diabetes, won't that do it to you?
Yeah, but in your 40s,
from
50s.
Diabetes. Oh, right, you're too young?
Yeah,
your
young, fat, and blind.
Your body still is able to take care of some of that shit?
Yeah, I think fight it off, or like you can regenerate some cells or some shit.
Yeah, the mother of 3 was ingesting 3,000 calories every day and was unaware of the harm she was doing to her body until she collapsed in June. How are you unaware?
You know what Red Bull, the studies been out on Red Bull for the longest. You know you can't drink that many of them without getting sick in some way.
And sometimes you just eat shit or drink something and you just know.
Yeah,
this isn't good for me. You just know. She told the Mail Online, I used to drink 28 cans of Red Bull in a day, and I only have a meal at night, but it would usually be something fast food like a takeaway or a packet of pasta. I've got 3 young children, one with special needs, and didn't have time to make anything. Doctors then revealed that her weight gain had led to a condition known as idiopathic intracranial hypertension, a condition which causes the brain to swell because of high pressure in the skull. Holy fuckaroo.
I wonder if Red Bull will give us some free cans of it now. She's clearly the #1 customer.
She's got swollen optic nerves.
Oh. Her eyes?
Severe headaches and changes in vision due to swollen optic nerves.
That's what's making her go blind.
That's fucked up. She was spending $6,000 on the soft drink every year, but it's that L. It's over there. What is that weird L in front of the 6,000?
Pounds.
6,000 pounds?
Wait, what are you reading there?
Liters?
No, the money.
Pounds.
How much is that in American money?
Oh, she's English, this girl.
Yeah.
That
explains it all.
I thought it was a good old American dime. Is it English girl? Fuck those red coats.
You're really holding a grudge there.
That's right. 1812 was yesterday to me, nigga.
So it's like $10,000 a year.
$10,000 a year on
like
Red
that.
Bull.
Yeah, but
That's
you figure she probably sleeps like 6-7 hours, so she's up 18, maybe up 18 hours.
Yeah.
Let's see. So she's drinking over 1.5 an hour every single hour she's awake.
Wow.
And she's shocked.
Did she do that?
Wow.
Did she do this every day or just one time that it got up to this?
It had to be every day.
It has to be
She
every
said,
day.
I used to drink 28 cans of Red Bull a day.
Unbelievable.
Damn, I don't drink 28 cans of anything a day. Water.
I try to just do water.
But 28 cans of it? Do you think you get up to that amount?
God, no. I'm lucky because, we couldn't afford soda growing up, so that's the only reason I don't drink soda as an adult.
Yeah.
I never really had it in my life. I'm lucky in that way.
Yeah, because sometimes on that hot day, ain't nothing better than a fucking orange fucking Sun-Kiss
Sherrod,
out of the can.
you went orange, didn't you?
I went orange. I didn't go grape, though, because I got more respect for myself.
It goes grape, and then it goes orange.
Then it goes
You
orange.
know that.
Wait, grape is before orange?
Yes.
Grape is definitely.
Grape will make a white man laugh his ass off.
Yeah.
Orange, not so much, but we're still laughing.
I went for my dignity, though. I didn't go for the laugh on that one.
See, on Family Guy, they go for the grape soda joke. They don't. Then maybe
it's always
orange
grape
soda.
first, but orange is right up there.
Yeah.
Orange is number 2 with a bullet. Dennis Falcone's laughing somewhere. Gave him a bullet joke.
Nice cold soda. It's bad. It's bad for you.
I still will have soda, don't get me wrong, and when I do, I really do enjoy it. But I can't imagine the people, and there's millions, obviously, that's what they drink.
I drink a lot of Gatorade. I might do probably the same amount of Gatorades in a day.
That's kind of dangerous, too, they're saying.
Why?
You got to sweat that shit out.
I sweat it out.
As long as you're sweating it out, you're all right. They said you got to be careful with Gatorade with kids, especially.
Yeah.
It's not as good as they think for kids, especially. I'll say especially another time.
There's a bunch of news stories that are popping up.
What do you mean?
There's 9 people in Birmingham, Alabama that are being quarantined and looked after for Ebola exposure.
Right.
That's 1.
Mm-hmm.
2, Brooke Hogan defends Hulk Hogan.
Oh, with the poem?
Yeah, well, with what he said, quote, "Dad's best friends with Mr. T. He's not racist."
That's the definition of bottom of a barrel.
If you're friends with a black 80s icon, you're not racist.
We're not looking at a sharp one, are we?
No.
Come on, he's got to be friends with a black guy. Let's find one.
Find somebody.
Think, damn it.
Well, actually, you know what? They were both in Rocky 3 together.
Yes, that's my point.
Rocky,
that was?
Yeah,
I didn't realize. I thought they were in different Rocky movies. It's to say he was Thunderlips and that and Clubber Lang.
Right.
That's where they met and became best friends.
Yeah, on a movie.
Rocky.
I remember
3.
he came out of the wrestling too. Remember Mr. T came to the WCW or WWE or whatever and wrestled Hulk Hogan.
Now here also,
what's the daughter name again? Has all Brooke.
My dad's best friends with Mr. T. He's best friends with Dennis Rodman. He's not racist.
You know what? Brooke Hogan is the Kelly Osbourne of the Hogan family.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was like, Dad, I'll totally fix this thing. I'll just make a few comments. I got it. I got this.
Don't worry.
She's too big for me. Jimmy really likes her.
She is a big girl.
She's too big.
I saw her at the VH1 building.
She's been in here.
Oh, she's been.
She's absolutely sexy as all.
Oh, she's sexy as hell. But she's big, girl,
though, man.
She scare you? That kind of size scare you, Opie?
Yeah, definitely. But not big in a fat way. She's
not big in a fat way. Like just
big.
All proportions are
right. And she's just holding on to dear life as far as it getting out of control.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
That.
All her working out is to maintain not being a total beast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would take one weekend.
One heavy weekend.
One lousy weekend.
A pizzas and drinking.
And she'll never get it back.
Yeah.
She's sexy, though. She
is sexy.
So the Diet Coke thing, this was a big story on Fox News this morning when I got in. Diet Coke dangerous. British health experts claim it mimics effects of cocaine. Cocaine.
What? What are they talking about?
You did not say a word, but I understood everything you were saying.
Yeah. Astonishing health warning about the alleged dangers of Diet Coke. Let's see. Claimed the low-calorie fizzy drink rots teeth. Well, sure. Encourages the body to pile on fat and even mimics the effects of cocaine. The pharmacist's warning comes after he released in blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to get to that. All right. The potentially deadly combination of caffeine creates a short addictive high similar in the way cocaine works. Excitotoxins, it looks like, are released, which may exhaust your brain by overstimulating it. Its neuroreceptors, especially if consumed on a regular basis. But then 60 minutes after finishing a can, the body begins craving another Diet Coke.
Oh, that's how it's like cocaine.
So it hits you in a way where it makes you crave more. Unlike the small amount of satisfaction you get from regular Coke, your body may still crave sweets.
So it's like bad cocaine. It's not the good stuff.
This makes you likely to reach for another soda or, worse, some other junk food you consider to be safe. and the cycle continues. He warned a can of Diet Coke provides no nourishment and will never quench your thirst as it dehydrates rather than hydrates your body.
I agree with that.
You see me during the show, I'm pounding away Diet Cokes.
You're a Diet Coke guy?
You see it all the time. I'm drinking and then when you were in my car, you saw the cans, too.
Yeah, you drove me home once. There were a lot of cans.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that you drink a lot of Diet Coke.
I do. I don't drink coffee anymore, but I drink that. That's
now, when you drink liquor, do you put Diet Coke? You don't drink liquor.
They're saying
no, I don't.
You don't put the Diet Coke.
They're saying on Fox News the coffee's just as bad as well. That's my thing.
It would have to be, right?
But I've cut way down.
I stopped drinking
coffee. It makes you crave it and have to have it. So obviously,
and then you can't dump without it. You can't take a shit without your coffee.
Caffeine's very addicting.
Can I bring an E-Rock? Oh, here he is.
I never started on coffee. I only drink coffee maybe once every 10 years.
I don't like it anymore.
But like Coffee Mate. I mean, like Coffee Mate tastes good.
Oh God, what is that made out of?
It's like cream. It's creamy.
I know what it is, but what it's actually?
Oh, it's not. It's probably made out of Red Bull
and dandruff.
Oh God,
Eric.
Yeah, soda used to be really bad for me, like to the point where at my worst, I was either doing 2 liters of like cherry Coke a day or like 8 to 10 cans. And when you'd wake up in the middle of the night, you feel like you're on fire.
Oh.
Like you couldn't sleep. You get up, your body temperature is going crazy. You're walking around the house. You can't calm down.
That's like
really
cocaine.
Fucked up.
Yeah, that's like cocaine. Wait, 2 liters of Diet cherry Coke?
Yeah.
You're describing what it's like to be on cocaine.
Yeah, and that
the
was
only way to fix that is to have another fucking soda.
That was like my late teens, through college, through my 20s and
But
stuff.
the only difference with cocaine don't make you gain weight. If anything, it's going to take your weight.
Right.
So you're going to get cocaine fucking symptoms and get fat.
What about
it's awful.
What about the babble?
The babbling?
Yeah.
That's equal. If you drink enough Diet Coke, you're going to
Are you babbling like you're on cocaine? And
no.
You know the guy?
You're talking Sweet and Low. Sweet and Low would... the pink packets would also kind of do that because it's a carcinogen.
Oh, right.
But, soda you'd be shaking. Remember?
The shakes.
Ope knows this. Him and Jim for years, like if I would hold the camera up or the phone or something, they're like, why are you shaking? I said, I don't know. I'm not doing anything.
Oh, from the soda.
It was so much soda.
Wow.
He was 23. You shouldn't be shaking at 23.
Really?
Yeah, it was like, when old people get the trembles.
Right.
I'd just be sitting there, I'd be shaking and wouldn't even realize I was doing it until Jim would come over and grab my arm and say, stop doing that. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then, I'd see it too. Like, if I was holding my phone or the camera up, it was moving a little bit. So I started to realize that it was the soda. And, not saying that my food choices are the best, but I started to realize the soda was making things a lot worse than the food was.
Definitely.
So I really had to very rarely now I'll occasionally have a soda, but because I can't fully cut it out yet.
Right.
But I've dramatically decreased what I was drinking. I'm on lemon water now at home. I have pictures of that.
Oh, really?
So as long as I'm constantly drinking water or drinking something, it keeps me away from soda.
Wow.
And how long ago was this when you broke that cycle?
Break the chain.
End of last year.
Wow.
And was it the shaking that made you stop?
No, it was the fact that I couldn't sleep anymore.
Yeah.
I'd go to bed, I'd be exhausted, and then about 2 hours later, I'm up, I feel like I'm on fire, I'm pacing around the house. You're almost shadow boxing to try to get all this energy out of yourself. And
scary.
Yeah, it would take you at least an hour to calm down before you could go right back to bed. So I just I can't do this anymore. I had to stop.
Well,
see.
I wish we had a projector because I got a nice little sheet here for everybody if we're in a classroom.
What is it?
Nice graphic and everything. What happens 1 hour after drinking a can of Diet Coke?
Oh.
Did you know, it starts with this, findings from a variety of studies show that routine consumption of diet soda, even one per day, can be connected to higher likelihood of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, and high blood pressure, in addition to contributing to weight gain. All right, so first...
That's one.
You have one Diet Coke. In the first 10 minutes, it tricks your taste buds and attacks your teeth. It attacks the enamel in your teeth while the artificial sweeteners hit your system. It may trigger taste receptors and trick your body into thinking it has just processed sugar. After 20 minutes, it can switch on fat storage mode. So now you're storing fat.
Oh.
After 40 minutes can cause addiction. The potentially deadly combination of caffeine and aspartame creates a short addictive high, similar in the way cocaine works, like we were saying. That excitotoxins are released, which may exhaust your brain by overstimulating its neuroreceptors, especially if consumed on a regular basis. And then after 60 minutes and beyond, can deplete nutrients, make you hungry and thirsty for more.
If you drink enough of it I don't know about the hungry part, but I found if I was drinking a lot of soda, I wasn't eating food at all.
Right.
But I would constantly be going back to the fridge, grabbing another can, and then I realized, 7-8 hours went by, I didn't eat lunch, or I didn't have anything since breakfast, and I just had about 6 or 7 cans of Cherry Coke Zero or something like that.
I do that the first half of the day. I mean,
Wow.
I'm up at 5. I'm driving in the city. I have soda in the car to wake me up. When I get here, I have a soda in the studio before the show starts. I have one during the show.
Right.
Then when the show's over and we're doing whatever afterwards, I'm still drinking that until I get home.
Soda's dangerous, man.
I never had that one, thank God.
Soda is some dangerous shit.
I was bad with the coffee for a really long time, but a couple pots a day easily. But now I'm down to 1.5 maybe.
One pot a day?
No, just 1 cup.
Oh, okay.
Got it way down.
Although
weekends I go a little crazy still.
Did you ever do Coke?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah.
And how'd you react to that? Did you love it?
I loved it.
What's not the love?
I loved I literally loved it. I mean, this is what everyone does, but
that was our generation. There was a while there I was like, I don't ever want to admit I fucking did Coke, and then you realize, Jesus, at my age, everyone
Who cares?
Did everything
everyone
at least
did.
Once or 7 times?
Not really. Little pot, little Coke, and mushrooms a couple times. That literally is it for me.
I announced
that was it.
I announced to a group of people after doing it all night. I just said, God damn, I love this stuff. And then when I heard that echo in my head, I said, I can't touch this anymore.
And I loved it like that.
Did. I really did. And I have a bit of an addictive personality.
Yeah.
So when I heard myself say that, I just realized I'm at a crossroads right now, or I'm going to go this way and die, and I never touched it again. But I fucking loved it.
At some point, you got to let it go.
And you know what? I loved buying it because there was a bar I went to, and you go in and you would sit at the bar with your pack of cigarettes. Right, and this guy would come over and he would say, once they sort of got to know you, and he'd come over and say, "Can I bum a cigarette?" And you say, "Yeah," and he would take your pack of cigarettes and he'd leave, and you would have cash in the cigarettes in the back of the pocket, box of cigarettes. Then the guy would come back a little later, goes, "Thanks for letting me, thanks for the cigarettes," and then you put it in your pocket, you finish your drink, and you leave, and the money was gone, and the cocaine was in the cigarette box.
No one noticed this guy was bumming a lot of cigarettes?
All night. He just kept going to the bar and bumming cigarettes and bumming cigarettes.
I thought he was smart.
Yeah.
Until he was bumming his 80th cigarette of the night. Yeah. I never bought it. So, I mean, I paid my way, but I never officially bought it.
Right.
I was always scared about that.
I was too.
I was casual. I was casual. I was going to say something about that, though. Shit.
I didn't.
I worked for a bar when I was first getting into DJing. Not only did I start on the radio at 18, but I was also, making some extra money DJing in bars and stuff. And one of the bars in Geneseo, Fat Augie's for the people that know, they would offer, was it Fat Augie's? I better get my bar straight. I don't know if it was Fat Augie's. He owed everybody money because I think he had a cocaine habit. And he closed down the place one day, and we all were fucked because we didn't get our paychecks. I don't know if Fat Augie's did this. I got to be honest.
Okay.
But there is a place. I think I know which place, and I can't say. But they would either pay you the regular way or the cocaine way.
Really?
Yeah. It was up to you. How do you want to get paid this week?
Could you get half and half?
I never did it because I needed money. I was poor as shit.
Right.
So I didn't have that luxury. I had to go with option 1 every time.
But if you took
and then hope if one of my good buddies at the bar that went for option 2 that he might give me a taste.
But if you went with option 2, you wouldn't feel so bad about not having any money.
Right.
You'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
Because you just feel like everything is the greatest for 15 minutes.
It was all right, yeah.
I loved it. God damn, I loved it.
It had its moments.
But I mean, that's long gone.
It's like E. E had its moments.
I'll tell you this much. Pete Davidson wasn't even born when I stopped doing that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Never looked back. No problem.
I did E a few times and didn't like it. I did it like 3 times. It just didn't do anything for me.
I had some good shit, though.
I had good shit
times.
too. But I mean,
like the shavings.
I
You
don't
ever
know
saw
what
that?
I
Like the clear fucking shavings of the.
Oh, I never had good shit.
The flakes is like flakes.
Of E?
Yes, sir.
Flakes? No.
Welcome to the future, nigga.
Justin. I would take
You
it.
heard me.
I would take it and it would make you so happy, right?
Yeah.
You're so happy for like 12 hours. But I had a big smile on my face, and I turned to the guy I was with who gave me the ecstasy. I think it was the first time. Big smile on my face, and I was like, so how much longer is this going to last? Like, so I wasn't even enjoying it, even though I was smiling and having a good time. And it was still like 6 hours left.
Yeah, I remember one time in Holland, money. I went to Holland and we did the powder, like the powdered E.
I never did E.
I felt good for 4 days. Oh, damn.
Orange soda.
Orange soda.
But that's the real sugar one, not the aspartame one.
Okay, that's the real sugar one.
Oh, the old school Crush.
The Crush.
I remember Crush.
Oh, this
growing
takes you
up.
back.
Yeah, but when you have it with
I'm
the
good.
sugar,
I'm not having Crush.
the real
Thank you,
sugar, it's like a drug high.
Have one, Ope. God damn it, have a soda, you son of a bitch.
We did have a good show.
Treat yourself.
I think we got to take a break, and then we'll wrap up this mess.
Let's toast up. Let's toast it up on an orange soda.
All right.
Open or is it twist?
I think it's a twist.
Lucky I didn't say grape, or you'd be jumping double Dutch right now.
Double Dutch.
Cheers, my
Can't say
my
ninja.
That was the outfit.
My bro.
Cheers.
So bro. To my so bro.
They make a good orange soda, man.
That is fucking good. I do
Those
like orange soda.
bastards.
I mean, I love Sunkist, but you can't go wrong with real sugar orange crush.
Thank you. All right, Sherrod Small's doing Race Wars tonight with Kurt Metzger.
That's right.
It's official. It's part of this channel.
That's right.
9 o'clock tonight, 9 o'clock every Wednesday. For now, we're going to try to move it down to a better slot even. But it's a little complicated because tonight we're also doing the doc show. The
doc show.
The show on
tonight.
documentaries that I got involved with the Stengel brothers.
7 to 9.
This is our second episode.
Yep.
Nice.
And we only do it every 3 or 4 weeks, so I hope you tune in and check that out tonight. Double duty for me today.
Double down.
I'll be back live here on the channel at 7 o'clock tonight, 7 to 9 for the documentary series, and then right into Race Wars with Kurt Metzger and Sherrod Small.
Oh, this is a butter night right here.
It's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to it, actually. And we have a Facebook page for the documentary thing, which is different.
You got it?
Yep.
Opie Radio Doc Series.
Opie Radio Doc Series. So give us a like on the Facebook page if you like documentaries. And keep all that nonsense off the fucking Facebook. Well, now that I said that, I'll get nonsense. I know, but just keep that nonsense away, please.
Yeah, please.
Enough already.
This orange soda's so good.
We're going to drink some orange soda. We're going to take a break.
Oh, my God.
And then we're going to...
So we've learned nothing from this segment.
Nothing. It tastes like baby pussy.
What? Wait, what?
It's just fresh and new and refreshing.
Allegedly.
Okay, Kelly Osbourne. I was confused for a second there. All right, we'll mop up next.
I want to go.
Where are we going?
You talking about this food festival they have? This 3 days of eating and drinking?
The Food and Wine Festival this October.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
I just don't eat like that, though.
What do you mean?
Maybe I'll just walk around and smell.
Let's nosh on some stuff.
But Roland, you were saying there's like one event where everything in the room is edible.
Yeah, it's Dominic Ansel had his Winter Wonderland party, and everything's edible.
Everything in the room?
Yeah, everything, the stand, and it's like everything. It's like fondant, like sugar creations.
That stuff is barely edible, by the way.
Oh, it's tasty.
That's what sucks about those designer cakes.
That you don't like them?
No, well, what is it? The
Fondant.
Fondue. The fondue.
Fondant or something like that?
But
yeah, that's the stuff that makes it look like a cool bus or golf course or whatever the
they
fuck
lay
you
it
put
across the cake.
But it's not edible. It's
But depends who makes it,
edible
though.
technically, but
It's delicious.
it stinks. They got to figure out how to make that taste better.
he does. He pairs it with like something else, and you're like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever.
Well, you could like
Really?
eat the chair.
I'll eat the chair.
So what happens? Do people just start taking bites out of everything?
No,
in the place?
it's decoration. Then on top is like cakes, pies.
Oh shit! Who we?
Craig's here. Craig Robinson walked up.
We could have had him a little while ago.
You saw we gave
busy.
the black person point?
Yeah, I saw that. I knew that wasn't a white person walking by. Mm-hmm.
Then they have the best pizza, the best burger.
Nice.
It's a fun festival.
That sounds great. And then all the liquor and wine and 12,000 different wines.
You got to do the food show, the food court.
Yeah.
When are you bringing your show back?
I'm talking to the Cuban And then he's talking to a guy to come back in. And Gervais wants to do it, too. He'll be my first guest.
The food show?
That's amazing.
Roland does a food show every once in a while. It's really good.
He knows what he's talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's very organized. But he doesn't do it a lot for some reason.
Roland's a nice young man.
It's no
He
way.
should be doing that monthly, once a month.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'll bring it back. And then I think October, November, Ricky will be in for the full show. He wants to do it. So it'll be fun.
Your show? Our show?
My food court show.
You son of a bitch.
Bring us some samples of some of that shit.
Oh, no, we do. David Burke will bring in food. Michael Simon will bring in at least 12 different dishes.
Wow.
And then we have 2 full bartenders making drinks.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, it's because it's a food court.
Wow. Thanks for inviting
The Cuban.
me.
I like
it up.
I love the Mad Cuban.
Yeah, he was cool. That was the first time I met him.
He's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Like him a lot.
Awesome.
He's riding Ferraris in Chatham.
I teased the groom story, so I'm going to do this real fast. And I'm going to do another story that's really fascinating, and then we're going to get the fuck out of here. Groom sues his wife for fraud after seeing her without makeup for the first time. I can understand this a little bit.
Of course, but I don't understand why wouldn't you see her without makeup before you married her?
All right, hold on a minute. Rich Voss is on line 12. Isn't he coming in tomorrow? Vossi.
Is this health talk with Opie and Sherrod?
That's right.
Yeah, I'm coming.
How about you just say hi like a friend?
He can't.
Why does it always have to be a little dig or some dumb thing? How about, hey, Ope, haven't talked to you in a while. What's going on? Hey, Sherrod, you guys sounding good. I can't wait to do a little radio with you tomorrow, and then maybe get into some slamming.
Right.
You're absolutely 100% right, because that's the only reason I did call was just, hey, let me say hi, but I'm such an asshole, and I'm always on the defensive, and it's all because of my upbringing, and to tell you the truth, I just called to say hi, and it sounds great. I'm not lying.
I know. I believe you.
I gave you a fine compliment earlier. I don't even know if you were listening.
No, what'd you say?
I was listening to you and Bonnie last night for the first time in a while.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't listened in a little bit. And I'm like, wow, man, they're fucking on fire.
He said Voss really knows how to run a radio show.
And you know how to do radio, which is weird, because then you come in with us and it gets a little strange.
It gets intimidating.
It gets strange. I'm not saying it's bad. It's different.
Yeah.
Like, you know how to control a room when you're, like, sitting in my chair doing a radio show. That's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. It's a pain in the ass.
I know, and I thank you, and I did hear that. I just wanted to hear it again.
See, those are the type of fucking jokes I like, right there. You fucking.
The thing is, and you could ask, when you're on stage, you got to control the room, basically. Yeah. So if you're one section or this, not that we're substitute teachers, but you learn how to. I guess it's the same thing with radio, but thank you for the compliment.
Well,
it's especially coming from you, because you've been doing radio forever, so you know what is right and what is wrong.
Forever and ever and ever.
And like, I think our show is coming up on a year in August. I don't know. Like, do you renegotiate after he...
That's a shame.
Oh, that was beautiful.
That's a real shame.
Man, that was good. Good God Almighty, that was good.
The timing there was unfortunate.
Yeah. That's a real shame. His phone crapped
they're all
out.
coming at me. Because my damn name's on the fucking channel. Gonna go broke.
I love that you hung up on that Chilean fucking minor.
They're all coming at me. There's been lies. There's been lies that have been told around here. So they're all coming at me for the money now.
That was pretty amazing.
That was great.
Voss will be in here tomorrow.
Oh, man, that was good.
We got a busy show tomorrow. Sherrod's coming back. Bert Chrysler's coming in. We want him to do something tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, Bert.
He's always teasing something. Like, he'll come in here and just take his shirt off, and I've seen his weird hotel room videos. I want to do something.
You know what?
Yeah.
From a personal experience with him, I think, like, we can think of ideas and everything, and that's fine. But I think if we email him today and say, we want you to do something, what do you want to do? I think his suggestions are always good.
All right, definitely.
I'll do it.
Tell him we want something a little different tomorrow.
Right. He can leave the building. He can go out. He can go out. He can do something. But we want something. We want him to think of something.
Tell him to think. I don't know. Off the top of my head, viral video for my YouTube channel.
There you go.
I was just thinking quickly.
Right out. You snatched that right out the.
I don't know. I mean, maybe thinking that way.
Well, but again, your YouTube channel is called what?
Opie Radio.
What's the name of this channel?
Opie Radio.
So it's for the show's YouTube channel. It's all fine. It's all good.
We got a lot of new videos up there, too.
A lot.
We put the Pete Davidson. Did I say this on air or just to you guys? We isolated the 15 seconds of Pete Davidson fucking just going at it with Rick. Going at it with Rick Springfield a little bit. Right. It made me and Jimmy laugh for fucking hours. I'm still laughing about it. We isolated. It's a quick 15-second clip. I already tweeted this morning, and it's on my YouTube channel. All right? Yeah. It's titled Fucking Rick Springfield.
It's on Twitter. It's on the YouTube channel. You should go check it out right now. It's hilarious.
I think it's really funny.
Pete Davidson retweeted it.
He did.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Fucking Pete Davidson.
He's a good kid, man. I raised that young Pete. I raised him.
I'm running out
of that guy.
I'm running out of room over here. I'm running out of room.
Yeah.
Might have to cut your days down, Sherrod.
Oh, shit.
Got to work some more people in.
The fans ain't going to like this. Oh, Reverend Sharpton.
I like that a lot of people want to do this show. It's pretty cool. But running out of room. Fuck.
It's time to spread the channel out.
Opie,
that's why it's time for the channel to spread out.
You need like 2 channels.
Well, my thought has been to spread out the channel because a little over a year ago now, I wanted to do things a bit different.
We need 2 channels.
And I hope people are noticing that to a point.
It's go time.
It is go time.
I just spread it out.
I just you guys are official. Race Wars is official, and then I'm already talking to somebody else.
Nice
to bring them to the channel.
We're talking to a few people.
Yeah, how's that other one going?
It's going. It's going.
Everything takes a while.
Is it really going though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still confident?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
See, well, we can't say we can't say anything. But
I already sort of gave up on that one.
No. It's just
I know it went well, but then I'm like, I think I'm giving up.
It takes a while for both sides. Whoa. That's what we're dealing with.
Still excitement?
Yes. Nice. A lot of excitement.
Wow.
On this other person's end, like a lot of excitement.
That one will make some headlines.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe you've heard of Rick Dees.
There's actually 2 people that can make headlines.
2?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Am I out of the loop on the other one?
No, you know the other one.
I'll text you in the same place where I send you
the
jokes.
one I'm talking about?
No.
I heard that. You son of a bitch.
I thought that's what we were doing.
Now they're going to go, see?
He admitted it.
I know they're making light of it, but it's real. I tell you it is.
I got it, Justin.
You texting me?
Yeah.
No, here's the problem. Like, I could find people that really are fucking talented, funny, and know how to do this shit.
Right.
Like you guys.
Definitely.
And you definitely have a fan base, no doubt.
Yeah.
But then there are other guys, especially the company wants, and actually on this one I want as well, that makes headlines as well.
Oh.
We have 2.
And I'm not saying he does... Oops. He does...
So now we know it's a he.
Right.
So radio that is that more superior than the guys I've already brought on.
No.
But he gets the headlines.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
it's Trump, ain't it? It's Trump.
It's Trump, baby. It's Trump.
Look right there. You see?
No.
You don't see?
Of course I see.
Yeah.
I threw that out there as a whatever, but he...
No, it's
a
possibility. That's a real possibility. It actually was a possibility a long time ago, and it just disappeared.
He nibbled.
Not on his end. I think on our end.
No, but he's nibbling now.
He's nibbling.
Yeah, he's interested now.
Oh.
The first one, both of these names would be a game changer for this channel.
It's already the channel's already doing very well.
No, the channel is doing great, but these 2 would make headlines. It would be like, oh my God, what are they doing?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right.
See, I don't even know what y'all talking about, but I like it.
I don't either.
I'm part of a syndicate.
Finally.
Part of a syndicate, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about. I know we threw that. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Now it's way too inside, but we're working on some more things.
Exciting things coming up.
Wow. Trying, man. Trying to just fucking reinvent myself, reinvent the channel, reinvent all sorts of stuff.
We're talking about stuff for the fall. There's a lot of stuff going on in this channel.
And you know, I've had a fucking blast the last year. Fucking blast.
Eric and I have had a great time here since May. It's
More
been so much fun.
More fun than I've had in probably a whole bunch of years. Not taken away from anything else. You look into it and then do whatever the fuck you want with that statement. But just in general, having a fucking blast the last year.
Oh, good for you, man.
So the groom sues his wife for fraud after seeing her without makeup for the first time. A man who saw his new wife for the first time without makeup is reportedly suing her for trauma after being shocked at her appearance. I can relate to this.
Can we see her, though? Can we see her face?
No picture.
No
because
picture.
It happened in Algeria.
Oh, Christ. This is a dumb story.
It's dumb. Now it makes sense, right?
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, the way you read that line, too, was very strong.
Well,
Algeria.
Eric's on top of fucking producing. He's like, why are you doing this? It's a dumb story from Algeria. I'm with him now.
Algeria. She must have had a real mustache, too, when he took that makeup off.
But you can understand the concept.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen women without their makeup. I'm like, wow, you're
Different
the same person?
Different person.
It almost looks like their face was in a flash fire and it just like got rid of all color or something, right?
Yeah.
The eyebrows are gone.
Gone. All features.
The eyes also look way smaller. The lips way smaller.
We as men love
no
features.
No cheekbones anymore.
No cheekbones, no eyebrows, no fucking sockets.
Right.
Everything's look different, like a alien.
It's amazing what they can get done with makeup, though.
I'm telling you.
And like I said, it was never my thing. I'm not fucking trashing people that it is their thing. I always liked women that just had just a little taste.
Women know how to control. I'm telling you, a little bit of makeup can change a whole face.
Yeah.
So a lot of makeup, it can change your gender. Straight up.
Has someone been tricked in this room?
Well,
or are you one of those guys that makes believe he's being tricked?
Well, I figured it out, and I still stayed.
All right.
What? What is this?
All right.
I get my money's worth.
Yeah, my money's worth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not leaving here without my 20.
I knew a girl in Australia. She was smoking hot, blonde, like fair skin, like a lot of the Australian girls there, blue eyes, and she was just smoking hot. And none of the guys made any moves on her, did anything, and I never knew why. They said she's a chameleon. She's got a chameleon face. And it turns out her fair skin was all caked on makeup. She was like red hair kind of girl with freckles, and she wore different color contact lenses.
Wow.
So we saw her, like everyone spent a weekend at someone's house. I saw her the next day. I thought it was a completely different person. I had no idea.
That's why women are the biggest liars on the planet.
You ever see those montages that they have, usually on Huffington Post, of like the porn stars with the makeup and without makeup?
Yes.
Yeah. It's fascinating.
Brutal.
I think it's interesting.
Kind of brutal, though.
Yeah.
They could really up their number.
Yeah.
You could squeeze out 2 points.
Easily. I'd say 5 points.
You could go 5. You could be let's say you're a 4 and you could go to a 9?
Yes.
No way.
Yes way.
I believe 6 to an 8, 7 to a 9.
Even a lot of these beauty pageant contestants. You see these girls, they look like, not only do they not look like themselves, they look like they're 11 years old.
Really?
They look, when they got the makeup on, it's like adult. Fucking everything's popping.
Yeah. They know how to make the features pop.
And look like a grown woman. Without makeup, they look like 13 years old with no eyebrows.
Mm.
I mean, I'll still smash, but it's...
Oh, that's funny. I'm reading this story, too, as I was listening to that great line. The unnamed couple just got married in Algeria, and after spending the night together, the husband woke up to find his wife barefaced. But rather than admire her natural beauty, instead, the man refused, in capital letters, to believe the woman was his wife, believing her to be a thief.
Well, in a way, she is. Stole his heart with a fake face.
Finally realizing that this was, in fact, the woman he loved, the man is now allegedly suing her for fraud and psychological suffering.
He was like, tell me something only you would know. That lying bitch.
Wow.
He
said he was deceived by her as she used to fill up her face with makeup before their marriage. He said she looked very beautiful and attractive before marriage, but when he woke up in the morning, that's great, and found that she had washed the makeup off her face, he was frightened as he thought she was a thief. There you go.
Wow.
Can relate a little bit, though.
I can totally relate.
Can you divorce your wife for that?
You should be able to.
I mean, like, if she's not presenting how she actually looks, there sort of is a case there,
I'm
isn't
sure
there?
someone would take the case. I mean, Sherrod said earlier that is that really a story?
What?
The one you said they got a divorce because the kids came out ugly?
Yes, because the kids came out and he...
Maybe not ugly, but whatever.
Didn't resemble anything that the wife looked like.
Right.
And he was like, I got married under false pretenses because you had so many operations. I don't even know who you are.
Right.
Is that the story? There you go.
Chinese man.
Ugly children.
Oh,
and wins.
my God. Look at the kids.
Look at the kids. And the wife is gorgeous.
I have a tough time going after kids, but in this story, I might have to, make an exception. Because that's the whole story. The kids came out a little funny looking.
Now look at her old face.
Yeah, the kids look like the old face.
Yes, they do.
No kidding. This is a real story. Yeah, because she had that surgery to make her eyes look rounder.
Rounder.
Some of the
eyes,
Asians do.
Cheeks got filled out.
That makes me sad when they do that. That really makes me sad.
And
really?
Now he got to have
Why?
get surgery on all three of his kids just to keep up with the mother.
He's going broke.
Like when I heard Julie Chen did that.
Oh, yeah.
That made me sad.
But did you see the old pictures of Julie Chen?
Yeah.
She had slits.
I know, but still, it's like, I don't know.
I see no problem with opening your eyes up.
But I don't know.
If they too closed, or closing them if they too open.
But she didn't do it because she didn't like the way she looked. She did it because she thought it would help her career.
And it did.
That's amazing. That's the same woman.
Right?
That is amazing. The Julie Chen, I haven't seen these pictures in a little while. Her nose is completely different.
Completely.
Her eyes are...
The eyes make most of the difference.
Her eyes, she's got great eyes now. Look what those... If you say they were shitty eyes, then people, but they're way different though. Holy fuck!
I like her too. Like she was on the show. She did a top 10. I watched Big Brother. I like her. I don't know. It just made me sad that she
has to open her eyes up.
Yeah,
but she said she had to do it to get work, to get a little more respect in the business.
Yeah,
she didn't want to be
because she looked too Asian.
I don't think she's just Asian. I think it just looks better now.
Yeah,
I think it didn't look good. It didn't look as good before.
But isn't that like if someone said you look a little too African American? Can we lighten you up a little and then we'll put you on TV?
No,
it's not.
I don't think so. I think lightening the skin and opening your eyes is two different things.
But it's making you change. Like
eyes don't mean ethnicity necessarily, because you got people. All people got slant eyes or round eyes. You can find both in each ethnicity. It's not a color change.
Right.
I know black people with eyes. Tyson Beckford eyes look like her before picture.
No, really?
Yeah, it does. It really does. But some people work on it, some people don't, and it wasn't working on her face.
And also, some people are told to lose weight, and then you'll be on TV. So it's sort of changing a physical appearance a little bit. So I guess it is closer to that than.
And she didn't want to do the news forever.
Right.
And she's still Asian in both these pictures.
Right. No, it's true.
If you're an Asian woman, man, they'll hire you for the news in a second.
Oh, because they think
But if you want to move on from that, then you might have to get some surgery.
That's a weird thing.
But I think that's what she sort of said. She's like, look, I wasn't getting jobs because of my my look, so I believe that's what she said.
Plus, I think she wanted to do it for herself, too. I think if something she wanted to do.
She wanted to help her career as well.
Yeah, and her career as well, too. Yeah.
Because then she admitted that her family was really mad that she would do that.
Yeah, until they got their Christmas gifts.
A Bentley? Wow.
Thank you, open-eyed daughter.
Oh, we love your round eyes.
With your round eyes, you pick the best gifts.
Oh, I'm going to go for a little drive.
It's so stupid.
All right, we're to the final story of the day. We did a lot of shit today, huh?
We did. We squeezed a lot of shit
And
in.
at the same time, we did nothing.
I know.
That's the fucking key.
We talked about 70s depressing songs.
That was today, too, huh?
Yeah, that was the first, half hour of the show. And then we talked to Dr. Steve about...
hairy spines?
I know that and people dying of cancer. The first hour was a real downer. Hospice.
Oh, yeah. And he was tweeting, and he said he was about to tell his story of losing his virginity, but then we wanted to talk about the hospice thing.
How did Dr. Steve lose it?
I want to know now.
Who was the cousin?
I think it was a hospice patient.
Oh, Dr. Steve.
We have a busy show tomorrow, but maybe we could squeeze that story in tomorrow. Final story. Father who shot down drone. Listen to this. You got a guy with a drone.
Okay.
He's hovering over this guy's house. And the reason he's hovering over this guy's house is because his daughters are sunbathing.
Oh.
So the father's like, what the fuck? My daughter's in the backyard sunbathing. There's a fucking drone over my house. So he says, fuck this. I'm shooting it down.
Good for him.
Well, he got arrested and he's being charged.
With what?
Let's see. Shooting down an $1,800 drone that was reportedly hovering over his two sunbathing daughters. Let's see. He's from Kentucky, 47, charged with first-degree criminal mischief and first-degree wanton endangerment.
Why? I mean,
well, the bullet's gonna. The bullet's gonna land somewhere?
Yeah, but it's on your property, and here's somebody like spying on your family.
The bullets won't be on your property when they come down if you miss.
Well, the owner of the drone, first of all, claims he was only trying to take pictures of a friend's house. Bullshit.
Liar.
You always knew where the women were sunbathing, right?
Yeah, of course. You're not going to see the women sunbathing and be like this, but I got to see my friend's house. You're going to be on the women.
Have you been on the rooftops and then you get to see the women freaking sunbathing on other rooftops?
No.
Ho, ho.
No.
I haven't seen one in a while, but ho, ho.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I see it all the time.
Had some radio jobs way up high in the sky. And every once in a while, you're like, wow.
Wow.
And they don't give a fuck if they're on a rooftop. So this guy knew. Come on. Let's see. So he's saying he was taking pictures of his friend's house when Meredith, the guy's name is Meredith. Oh, yeah. Well,
that's something. That's old, dude. That's old.
Meredith shot at the device, sending it crashing into a field near his yard last weekend. Sunday afternoon, the kids, my girls, were out on the back deck, and the neighbors were out in their yard, Meredith told WDRD. And they come in and said, Dad, there's a drone out there flying over everybody's yard. I went and got my shotgun, and I said, I'm not going to do anything unless it's directly over my property. All that time, the drone was hovering over the house of a neighbor, Kim Van Meter, who has a 16-year-old daughter who liked to lay out by the pool.
Hello.
This same thing happened last year up in my town in Connecticut.
Yeah.
There's a public beach there, and there was some teenage kid who was flying a drone over people who were sunbathing.
And that girl attacked him?
Yeah, she beat the shit out of him, and she got charged.
She got charged. And he was a student. Ain't that the same dude who connected the gun to the...
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yes.
He's doing a project. It was the same kid.
That's the same kid?
That's the same kid.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I didn't know that happened close to you, Eric.
Yeah.
That was a big story.
That was a huge story.
She was fucking pissed.
And he was like trying to keep his face away from her.
Right.
She was swinging at his face.
Yes.
That was disturbing.
The drone was just hovering above our house, and it stayed for a few moments, and then my daughter finally waved, and it took off. It then allegedly flew over Meredith's garden. So this guy was checking out two different houses.
So he was waiting.
with sunbathing girls. Mr. Meredith said, within a minute or so, here it came. It was hovering over top of my property, and I shot it out of the sky. I didn't shoot across the road. I didn't shoot across my neighbor's fences. I shot directly into the air. So he was pretty aware that this could be a problem.
But still, yeah, he knew it was a problem. I mean, he's saying shut up in the air. Still, you don't own the air rights to your I'm sure you don't. So it's still illegal.
Right. Then the four men were about to confront him after the drone was shot out of the sky, but he says they soon changed their minds when they saw his firearms. I had my Glock on me, and they started toward me, and I told them, if you cross my sidewalk, there's going to be another shooting.
Oh, shit.
See, that's the problem right there.
Police arrested him soon afterwards. Mr. Meredith said he is looking into what legal action he could take in response to the incident. He said he only fired his weapon because it was hovering over his home, like we said. They didn't confiscate the drone. They gave the drone back to the individuals. They didn't take the blah, blah, blah.
Now I have a question.
Oh, they didn't take the SIM card. The SIM card, I mean.
So he still has the footage?
Yeah. They didn't take that away.
So now if the girls are underage, can this be considered porn, like child porn?
They're in bathing suits. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
If I saw that over my house, over my kids, I would shoot it. I would absolutely get my gun and shoot that thing.
I agree.
Because what else are you going to do? It's flying in the air above your family.
Yeah. The guy explains, he goes, when you're in your own property within a 6-foot privacy fence, you had the expectation of privacy, he said. We don't know if he was looking at the girls. We don't know if he was looking for something to steal. To me, It was the same as trespassing.
Right.
Oh.
And did you see that thing on the news?
He'll get off, or way lesser charges.
There's going to be new laws with all these drones.
Yeah,
There's going to be so many laws.
Did you see that thing on the news like a week ago where some guy built a drone and he attached a handgun?
Yeah, that's
to
the
it?
same kid.
That's
the same kid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the same kid.
He did it for school.
Right. So, yeah.
That was awesome, though. You saw that shit?
I did not.
And when he shot it, it cocked back and the shit's still flying.
It's kind of amazing.
Here it is.
Wow.
A college student made this.
Is he in trouble for this?
Yeah.
They try to say he was in trouble, but he's going to be working for the government soon.
Right. He did it for school, so he was in trouble, but he's going to get out of it.
Is it MIT in some way he's going?
I think there's like an FAA investigation.
Yeah, because FAA did investigate it because anything that flies or hovers and has a weapon on it
is flying gun.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, we'll put it up on our Twitter account, the link to the YouTube video.
The kid's a genius.
Look at that right now in the news. Authorities investigate a drone drop-off in an Ohio prison.
Oh, yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
That hit yesterday. Yeah, they did a little drop.
And there was
in a prison yard.
And there was a warning at JFK Airport over these mysterious drones flying over the landing and takeoff strip.
It really is amazing technology.
Amazing. They already gave them the okay to shoot drones down. Firefighters have and the first responders have the right to shoot or pull a drone down if it's interfering with their work.
Right. Yeah. Did you see the video of them doing that?
Yeah.
There's a drone.
Spraying
there's a
water?
bunch of firefighters. Working on something, and then they turn around and just shoot the thing right out of the sky.
With the water?
With the water.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's going to be...
And I think Jimmy said it. They're going to be tiny eventually, these drones.
Oh, yeah. And what's going to happen once, all these companies start using them to make deliveries?
Right.
And then how does that tie in with, civilian use of these drones? The sky's going to be crowded.
They're going to have to figure it all out.
That's such a terrible...
when that drone story came out about delivering packages, I was the guy saying, that's the dumbest, stupidest thing ever.
It's so happening.
And you fast forward, I think it was during the Super Bowl or something, or this time last year. I completely believe it now.
Oh, it's going to happen. It's happening.
That's always a ridiculous thought.
Because once you put GPS on these shits, they can find anything.
Right.
But you know what? If you put the GPS in for my home address,
funny.
It takes you to the wrong house. So, will they be getting all my packages from Amazon? You know what I mean?
Did they take it to the wrong house?
Yeah, they take it to a house halfway down my street somehow. The
they're going to get
GPS.
Yeah.
They're going to get all my shit.
That's why they got to get that right before they can really...
Right.
Me and my wife were going to the hospital because my sister-in-law, this goes back about 10 years now, was having a baby. We're using GPS and, we finally, it goes, you have arrived to your destination. Right. We're in the middle of a suburb in someone's driveway looking for a hospital. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
It's not perfect science.
You're not even close.
It's not a perfect science.
If I looked around and said, I see a hospital at H, an H sign over there, then I would go, okay. We weren't even in the neighborhood.
It wasn't a perfect science.
How do you confuse that? Matt Pinfield.
What's up, brother?
All right, what's up, man? How's it going, man?
What's going on?
How's everything? Hey, I wanted to tell you, the inside word is that the guys are definitely coming back, you two.
Oh, nice.
In the new year, so
yeah,
that's when you and I are going to go, so I can finally get you that photo.
Oh!
Yeah. They're going to do a full round again. So now they're in Europe. They left that night, Friday night. Literally, they were flying out that evening shortly after the show.
Did you go to the after party?
I did not. I did not go because I had to fly out and see my daughter down in Florida the next day. So
nice.
Did you go to the Cedar Lounge?
Yeah, there you go. But
I went to the Cedar Lounge.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You go.
You've been to enough shows.
Yeah, you and I both know the story.
Yeah, it was.
So you and I will definitely. That's our plan.
I like that, Matt Pinfield, my new friend.
That's right. And now you will consider me a new friend, of course.
No, I already.
No, you know we're friends. But I wanted to let you know it's funny because Roland told me, he said just go in and tell them because I got the word literally that they're definitely coming back through. All the way around.
What do you think of the show? It was all right.
I love the one I saw on Friday night. I mean,
it wasn't my favorite U2 show ever, but it was good.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, see, I still love the Zoo TV tour.
Right.
Joshua Tree, those tours were great.
Yeah.
And even October, way back. But I loved, they did, when they went from Out of Control into Vertigo into I Will Follow, it was just, power.
Yeah.
It was really, it had that energy. And then they did Party Girl later on, which blew my mind.
Oh, wow. Was Friday was the show where Springsteen came out, right?
Yes.
And what did he play?
Cool. What did they do? They did, and I'm spacing out on it right now, but it was great. It was a Stand By Me, the Benny King classic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which was very cool.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and of course, Bill and Hillary were there, and
on Friday.
On Friday.
What day did you go?
Thursday.
Oh.
So what did you do? Were there any surprises that you heard that you really liked?
We missed
Paul Simon.
Oh, did he get up there?
Wow. How bad were your seats?
Yeah.
Roland knows. We had the playlist in front of me. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like dealing with trying to get on a subway or in a cab.
Oh, you mean when everybody was there?
Upset, like, you live in New York, though. I'm like, why are you bothered that I left with 2 songs to go? Why does that bother you?
You know what? When you have the set list, I have done that. I
had the set list, and I was like, I'm good.
I've done the same thing because
what did I miss? I forget now.
Just one Streets and the Paul Simon.
And I love The Streets Have No Name.
Yeah, that's one of my all-time favorites. Remember?
And Motherless Child, right?
That's a Paul Simon.
No, I know. That was the one he did, though, right?
Oh.
Now, did you, during Zoo TV tour, were you around here? Did you go to the Giant Stadium MetLife show? Back then it was not MetLife then. It was still Giant Stadium.
Was it at Giant Stadium? That was the one.
They did one at Yankee Stadium too, didn't they?
I went to Yankee Stadium for a show too.
Wow.
And I did go to Giant Stadium for one as well.
And it was amazing because when Where the Streets Have No Name came on, it started to pour rain. It was like perfect timing.
Perfect, right?
Just for that song. It was
At Yankee
amazing.
Stadium?
Yeah. No, at the Giant Stadium.
Oh, Giant Stadium.
It was like unbelievable. That was a great tour.
I don't see a lot of encores, man. I'll tell you right the fuck.
You get out of there.
I'm not going to lie. Opie, I've done the same thing where I will blow out too because otherwise...
I'll go.
No, otherwise, it's just about getting out of there and going to get your car and me driving back to Jersey,
Well,
before 5,000 people are fighting for the same cab.
I went to Giant Stadium, and the word was out, like, look, we went Tuesday night, let's say, and they were saying it's going to take 2 hours just to get out of the parking lot. And I'm like, we ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
So we bailed on that encore as well.
Why is it that in my state of New Jersey, it is like the worst parking and, just as far as convenience, the Izod Center, the old Meadowlands, and Giant Stadium, MetLife Stadium, are the worst when it comes to getting in and out of that place.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The worst.
I don't know why.
I think they build them first and then decide how to get in and out.
Yeah.
And just pick the spot and be like, it's going to be like this. And then what about parking? We'll pass some roads or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out.
But, I completely relate to that because if you get caught, and you're stuck there, it means another hour or two before you get out of there.
Yeah. And just so you could hear 2 more songs, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
You can only see them in a couple hours on YouTube. Somebody filmed them.
Well, that's what I did. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, okay, this is what they did.
Yeah.
In most cases, you could do that.
Oh, yeah, you still get to see it on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Matt Pinfield.
Yeah, good to see you, Opie.
I wish you came in earlier because we're actually wrapping up. We're late now. So.
Well, yeah, I'm going to let you roll, but you're going to let. I just wanted to come in and let you know that we are on.
Yeah, come back soon. All right.
Sounds good.
Matt,
good to see you, Matt.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Sherrod Small killing it today.
Thank you, sir.
Tonight, it's Race Wars with Sherrod Small. It's official. It's part of the channel now.
Yeah, niggas.
Right now, it's every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock.
I hope somebody was driving with their windows down and the radio loud just now.
Nigga! There he is. Get him.
And I'm doing the documentary show tonight with the Stangles.
Yes.
We do that every once in a while. Tonight is that night, 7 o'clock tonight. And the documentaries we're going to be talking about, if you want to squeeze in one of these, I know you're working, but maybe during lunch or something, I don't know. We're going to talk about Senna, the Wolf Pack, Soaked in Bleach, the most insane amusement park ever. That's like a 12-minute documentary, but it's cool as fuck. Call Me Lucky, and back on board the Greg Louganis documentary.
And who's on tomorrow?
Tomorrow on the show,
Bert.
We got, it starts with, Kevin Smith starts the show.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Sherrod Small will be here.
Yep.
And Rich Voss. And Bert Kreischer. And Brett Morgan's coming back again.
There goes White. That's Friday.
That's the montage of Heck Guy, right?
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we'll get some.
Oh, that dude.
It's a big day tomorrow. And we're going to watch that one.
Maybe he'll finally talk about why Dave Grohl wasn't in his movie.
Right.
He was a little wishy-washy about it last time.
Or you can talk about Soaking Bleach, too.
They had great animation in that documentary.
Montage of Heck I enjoyed a lot.
That animation was crazy.
It was well done.
Yeah.
And we're going to ask Bert to see if he can do something wacky on the show.
Oh, boy.
Something else to look forward to.
We're going to paint him in blackface.
That's right.
He'll be blackface, I'll be whiteface. We go explore the city.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Oh, and the Pete Davidson clip's doing really well already.
Nice.
Him saying, "Fucking Rick," is up on my YouTube channel. It's 15 lousy seconds. Can you give us 15 lousy seconds today, can you?
Also, Rick talking about depression was a really, really good clip.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of videos up there, but that's the one I'm selling right now for the channel. But yeah, you also got Rick Springfield talking about depression with Pete Davidson and Bob Kelly.
Bobo.
All three were pretty open about their depression. And then you got Springfield telling the story of Jesse's girl.
Wow.
That'll be for the fat housewives. But, you know, I'll get a few of those.
That's the way to sell it.
Fat housewives will be...
Hey, fatso, this one's for you.
Yeah.
They'll be gobbling up that video.
Yeah, they will.
And then,
like bonbons.
And then Barry Crimmins from that documentary, Call Me Lucky. The comedian from Boston who was sexually abused as a very, very young child and came out to talk about that way later on.
Hearing him tell his story is amazing.
When he was a very successful stand-up comic. I loved him.
Yeah.
I fell in love with him. He's great.
He is
I can't
amazing.
Wait. You, as a comic, you think he is?
Yeah, definitely.
See, I didn't know much about him.
He has a different, I like his point of view. I like his fucking angle.
Kind of has a Bill Hicks to him a little bit.
Yeah, got a little Hicks to him.
So that video is up there as well. So I guess that's it.
We did it.
That's the end of the show?
Yes.
That's crazy.
We'll do it again tomorrow.
What time is it? It's 11 o'clock?
Yeah, we're way late.
I had no idea what time it was.
I only stay if I'm having a good time.
That's
We obviously
crazy.
had a good time today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.